this bulletin, all members of the ECG board urged to resign in the wake of the decision by the company's MD, Samuel Dubik Mahama, to step down, citing personal reasons.
That's meaningless unless it's linked with the resignation of the board as well.
We'll bring you details shortly. Also in this bulletin, Attorney General rejects calls to drop case involving remanded Democracy Hub protesters, as it says the decision to discontinue the matter lies solely with the courts.
We are in court today. As and when we take a different decision, definitely it obligates to us. I speak now. We've not taken a decision to discontinue the prosecution of this matter.
In business, supply of liquefied petrol gas expected to normalize today as the oil refinery insists initial challenges leading to the shortage of the product have been resolved. And universities face imminent shutdown as Vice Chancellor Ghana calls for urgent intervention in ongoing wave of strikes that has crippled their operations.
So if we disrupt this again, it means that, I don't know, it's not a good picture.
Meanwhile, starting today, access to the remains of deceased loved ones may be impossible as the Mortuary Workers Union commence strike over their poor working conditions.
We are not going to do anything that we do. Everything we do will not be done tomorrow. It's a total withdrawal of services. So one, we are not going to take the body in the ward. We are not going to accept body from homes.
I'll bring you details of this and more in this bulletin. I am Adami. Thanks for staying with us. We start with the ECG, and members of the board have been urged to resign in the wake of the decision by the company's managing director, Samuel Dubik Mahama, to step down from his role. According to the energy sector players, their resignation will not be meaningful if the board continues to stay at post. The MD is citing personal reasons for his decision, which will take effect from the 7th of October this year. His resignation comes at the back of several financial challenges confronting the power distribution company. There's more in this news desk report.
Samuel Dubik Mahama's decision to resign is coming at a time there have been some turf war between the ECG and its regulator, the PRC, over the cash waterfall mechanism. In fact, the independent power producers had also accused ECG over the management of same. The recent fracas was about a letter the ECG had written to government about the need for funding to save it from collapse, which the PRC had sought to draw government's attention to. Many industry players had blamed ECG's inability to make accurate payments into the cash waterfall mechanism for the precarious situation of Ghana's power sector, something the ECG denies. Samuel Dubik Mahama, in his resignation letter, is trumpeting his ability to successfully reduce system losses from 30 to 26.7%. But his resignation is one that some energy analysts welcome. Nana Amwesi IV, the executive director of the Institute of Energy Security, is one. He, however, wants the entire board of ECG to resign.
It's been something that we've been waiting for a long time. Yes, probably for non-performance. It's a good move is done, just that we count it as meaningless unless it's linked with the resignation of the board as well.
We stay on this a while longer as the ECG and Gridco have issued a joint statement on the interruption of power supply. Maxwell Agbagba has the details.
Yes, the Ghana Grid Company, Gridco and Electricity Company of Ghana, in this joint statement are attributing intermittent interruption in power supply in parts of the country to a challenge at the Ghana National Gas Limited gas processing plant at the Tuabo. It says gas supply for power generation has been limited, which has caused some customers to experience intermittent interruption in power supply. Gridco and ECG are apologizing for the inconveniences caused to the public as a result of this challenge. The statement concludes by saying engineers from GNGC are currently working to address the issue and restore full supply of gas.
Thank you very much, Maxwell. The Attorney General is rejecting calls to drop the case involving remanded Democracy Hub protesters despite growing pressure to set them free. There has been public condemnation of government after some 28 protesters were remanded into police custody and 11 others into prison in custody. According to the Deputy Attorney General Alfred Tua Yeboah, the decision to discontinue the matter solely lies with the courts.
We are in court today. As and when we take a different decision, definitely the public will get to know. But as I speak now, we've not taken a decision to discontinue the prosecution of this matter. In court, our argument has been simple, that the police need time to do further investigations. But the decision to grant or not grant bail is with the court.
Moving on, universities across the country are facing imminent shutdown as Vice Chancellor's Ghana push for urgent intervention amid ongoing strikes crippling operations. Let's hear from Vice Chancellor's Ghana, their Executive Secretary, Dr. Cynthia Sena Peglo, who says they may be forced to shut down the schools.
Obviously, this means that the universities are shutting down all over again and disrupting the academic year, and this is not good for anybody. Instead of students coming back in August, now they come back all the way in January, and that's also shortening the teaching and learning period. So if we disrupt this again, it means that, I don't know, it's not a good picture.
Meanwhile, starting today, you may not be able to get access to the remains of your deceased loved ones as the Mortuary Workers Union lay down their tools. General Secretary of the Union, Richard Kofi Jordan, says preservation of bodies will be on hold for as long as they are on strike.
We are not going to take the body in the ward. We are not going to accept body from homes. Even under any circumstance, whether emergency or that, we are not going to attend. We are not going to be there to take care of anybody. We are not going to discharge bodies to their owners. We are not also going to do any embalming or post-mortem at the morgue. We are going to close our doors, watching and monitoring and waiting for the General Secretary to tell them to either go back to work or start work.
To our election headquarters now, and with just 72 days until the general election, the parliamentary race in the Ebuakwa constituency is intensifying as constituents demand urgent solutions to the lack of water worsened by the ongoing Galamsey crisis. Let's hear more in today's constituency lens.
Here on the street of Chibi, there are a lot of youth who walk down the street and complain about issues such as youth unemployment and others. I have caught up with two gentlemen here who are also going to share with us their concerns.
I want any government who want to come to the power to be able to make sure that our road networks are very, very good.
Unemployment is also one of the big issues around here. People graduate and they don't get access to any work to do. They have to go to Galamsey.
Electricity, see, nowadays doing so I too much.
Immediate posting after school, and that's my issue.
And the full story, Ebuakwa constituency lens, will air on Joy News this evening at 8:30 p.m. Do make a date. Now, NDC running mate Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman is asking Ghanaians to vote out the current MPP government, citing the failing economy and the nation's inability to pay its debts. She said this at the Elembele district during her second phase campaign tour of the Western region.
We all know that we have a broken economy. We all know that things are tough. We all know that for the first time, Ghana is not paying its debts, and yet we cannot even meet our domestic needs. We are in serious trouble, and only all of us together, having recognized that we are in difficulty, can work slowly towards establishing the norm that we used to and making things even better.
We go to the vice presidential candidate of the MPP, Dr. Matthew Poku-Prempeh. Now, he is promising to offer illegal miners loans to venture into income-generating activities as part of efforts to fight the menace. He made this known while addressing the chiefs and people of key mining communities in the Ashanti region.
There are interventions in place to assist the youth involved in illegal mining. They are engaged in the illegality because of limited employment opportunities. We are aware of inducement by Chinese and Indian nationals who lure them to engage in Galamsey.
Now, the Multimedia Group Limited has secured 9 out of the 34 nominations shortlisted for the upcoming 29th edition of the GJA Awards. Helena Na Kai Aye and Jessica Apetu has more in those reports.
It's been a year since Erasto Cesare Dunker was named GJA Journalist of the Year. Will he retain the crown or hand it over to one of the 33 nominees shortlisted for the 29th edition of the GJA Awards? Awards. The Multimedia Group Limited leads the nomination with 9, recognizing the works of David Ando, Erastus Asari Donko, Solomon Jojo Kobna, Dr. Netta Chris Abiena Pasram, Muftau Nabila Abdullahi, Emmanuel Kwesi Deborah, Clinton Yeboah, Joy FM, and PM Express. The nominees were announced by Chairman of the Awards Committee, George Ramsey Binamba, who was playing the rigorous scrutiny the entries were subjected to.
Today, we are all happy to be here thanks to the hard work of my committee members. David Ando, Multimedia, Erastus Asaridonko, Multimedia, Stanley B. Bleu, Media General.
Congratulations to all the nominees, and with that we end the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. Please log on to myjournline.com for more news. Business is up next on the Super Morning Show. Do enjoy your morning.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. Now, what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, we see you specking your car, taking that trip, chilling on the beach. Charlie, now we want to see this become your story. Simply use your ABSA card 10 times or more and you'll be entered into a monthly draw where you stand the chance to be among 5 lucky winners to take home 40,000 Ghana cedis. The more you use your card, the more entries you'll receive. Earn an extra entry by using the ABSA app or internet banking 5 times or more. No ABSA card? Don't worry. Visit the nearest branch for an ABSA account or card today and make winning part of your story. Promotion is between 1st July and 31st October. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Electroland Ghana Limited is back with a massive back-to-school promo. Visit EGL showrooms and authorized dealer stores across Ghana for best offers on Samsung, Media, TCL, and NASCO products. Get a free portable audio speaker with the 50-inch NASCO Android UHD Smart TV for just 4,999 Ghana cedis. NASCO AC starting 3,699 Ghana cedis with free air cooler. Experience UHD 4K Smart Android TV with TCL for 6,499 Ghana cedis and receive a free electric kettle. Cook up a storm with the Media 20-liter solo microwave for only 999 Ghana cedis and say no to cold meals. Get a free cake mixer with the 4-burner Media gas cooker. Call 0503-159-739 for more information. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and appliances. Terms and conditions apply.
Cavity protection.
This advert is FDA approved.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. choose quality, choose Syntex tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex tank is a caring brand too. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
Businesses know how important it is to create a productive and supportive working environment by investing in employees' health. With a leading international track record, Apex Health Insurance is licensed to provide medical insurance services to corporate organizations and SMEs. We also have international LH Blue cover and TPAs to cushion you. Multinational companies, factories, and government agencies, focus on your business while Apex Insurance takes care of your health. Visit Apex Health Insurance office at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shiashi, Kumasi, opposite Prempeh College, Sofo Line, and Takrady Market Circle. For further inquiries, call 0501 562 962 or 0501 552 495. Apex Health, your preferred health insurer.
As a parent, I recommend the best school for you, DPS International. The school offers innovative teaching in a nurturing environment that makes learning easy. It's a globally recognized Cambridge and IB diploma program school running from crèche to A-level with well-equipped boarding facilities for students above 12 years old. Their students excel in spelling bee, international Olympiads, Harvard MUN, Shock Quiz, and other prestigious competitions. Their extracurricular activities provide a holistic education that prepares our children for the future. DPS students have constantly won awards for academic excellence at the annual British Council ceremony. You are assured of transportation and 24-hour security. Enroll now for the new academic year and secure your child's future at DPS International. Locate DPS at Tema Community 25. Visit our website at dpsghana.edu.gh or call 0596 994 759 for more information. DPS International, where excellence meets opportunity.
Bavu.
Hey, morning, Kojo.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. So, shocking news last night. Samuel Dubik Mahama quit ECG.
That was quite shocking.
It was. I mean, a bit unexpected. But at the same time, there have been issues in the power sector for some time now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked not so long ago about the fact that ECG was, financially quite unstable.
Yeah.
And of course, it has a ripple effect on the whole sector. But for me, I guess the interesting question is, in what state does this leave the power sector? Okay, we've already heard that there is some load shedding going on. At least the minority alleges that there is some load shedding going on. Gridco and ECG, on their part, have actually issued some sort of timetable for maintenance, right? And then they've talked about some fault that also requires some work to be done in other areas. So certain areas have been named that there will be some work done on meters and so forth, and also some maintenance in some areas. So people are wondering whether this is masking load shedding. People have become a bit mistrusting of the system. But, well, Dubik Mahama says he's going for personal reasons.
Well, I don't know. He seemed to have put in place some proactive measures when it comes to collection, for instance. Too bad things didn't turn out that well for him.
He did come under a lot of fire
Yeah.
When there seemed to be some issues with the cash waterfall mechanism not so long ago, earlier this year. And that was a rough time. But besides that, you're right. His record was actually quite good in terms of improvements in their efficiency for collection of revenue.
Yeah.
Anyway, these are things we need to talk about in a bit more depth during the show.
Like
right?
you say, what it means for ECG going forward, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Charlie, power matters at this time, dear. Anyway, let's get to it. And we'll start off by saying thank you to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. They're the ones who brought us the 6 a.m. news. For the Joy Business Report, our thanks go to Omni Basic Bank at your service, Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature, and Yak Decor, crafting comfort, designing. So that was Yak Decor, crafting comfort and designing
That was
dreams.
too quick to
Yes.
press the
Very
button.
trigger happy. Anyway, here we go. Let's do the Joy Business Report.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, supply of liquefied petroleum gas expected to normalize today as Tema Oil Refinery insists initial challenges have been resolved. Also coming up, banks project dollar demand to pick up strongly in the coming days as more businesses move to restock for the Christmas festivities. Plus, new data from the Ghana Statistical Service shows Ghana is doing poorly in intra-Africa trade despite hosting the AFTA Secretariat. We hear from economist Professor Peter Korte. Stay with us. My name is Darryl Carl. Thanks for being with us this morning. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidua on KT Radio. Supply of liquefied petroleum gas is expected to normalize today. This is because the Tema Oil Refinery has told Joy Business that the initial challenges that resulted in supply issues in some parts of the country have been resolved. They expect supplies to start picking up this morning. Meanwhile, the Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers Association is warning that parts of the country could be hit with full-blown shortage from tomorrow if the supply issues do not improve today. Gabriel Kume is Vice President.
If the challenge has been resolved, then it's good. And if that has been done, the BDCs will be able to release products to the LPG marketing companies so we can also save our consumers. We expect that when we place orders with these BDCs, they should be able to honor the orders so that we can give consumers some relief. Because if this problem is not resolved today, then it means into the weekend we are likely to have some serious shortage. About 60-70% of us have run out of LPG, and this is going to put a lot more pressure on from the 30-40% that has the product. So if we don't get supply into the system, then by close of tomorrow we expect that the shortage will rise to about 80-90%, and by Friday the whole system will be dried up.
That was Gabriel Kumi, Vice President of the LPG Marketers Association. Now, banks say they expect dollar demand to pick up strongly in the coming days, a development that could put pressure on the cedi. This is due to the fact that more businesses are moving to restock for the Christmas festivities. Here's George Yaffe with more.
Data from some of the commercial banks showed that demand has picked up strongly over the past week. This is coming from businesses in the manufacturing sector, energy and services. Some of the commercial banks say the requests that has come in so far are for payment obligations that are due by the end of this year. Some of these firms are also looking for dollars to pay items that they've purchased on credit for the Christmas festivities. Concerns about demand picking up is coming at a time that the Ghana cedi has remained fairly stable against the US dollar for some time now. This is due to the fact that there has been improved dollar support coming from the Bank of Ghana, and the dollar not being that strong on the international market, losing some value. But will this development result in some significant depreciation of the cedi in the coming weeks as we approach December? Well, for some of these commercial banks, they don't think so, at least for now. They feel that the expected positive news coming from the Eurobond debt restructuring and even the third IMF program review could deal with this expected threat to the local currency. Again, the Bank of Ghana has promised that it will step up dollar support as we approach December to deal with the demand pressures.
Well, that was George Raffi with that report. Turning to the currency market this morning, the dollar going for 16 cedis 42 pesos. That's what the Forex bureaus are offering clients. The British pound, 21 cedis 39 pesos. The euro going for 17 cedis 81 pesos. Now, new data released by the Ghana Statistical Service shows how the country is not engaging in continental trade despite hosting the AFTA Secretariat. The data shows Ghana trades with Asian countries, particularly the United Arab Emirates and China. Speaking to Joy Business, economist Professor Peter Korte said the findings should guide government policy in diversification and concentration on intra-Africa trade to increase foreign earnings.
But we are exporting more to the UAE. Interestingly, we have shifted gradually from the colonial masters. We have shifted gradually from the West, where we used to import. Now, export and import. Now we are shifting to Asia as the years go by. But then it also tells you that we need to trade more within the continent. Trade within Africa is only 9.8%. When in Asia we are selling over 50% to Asia. So it tells you we are not trading within our continent. Hopefully the AFTA will help us to address some of this.
You heard economist Professor Peter Korte. Well, stakeholders in the e-commerce industry are unhappy about the poor internet connectivity in some parts of the country. The e-commerce sector, which is valued at over 900 million cedis, plays a pivotal role in actualizing the African Continental Free Trade Area. Speaking with Joy Business at the 3rd National E-Commerce Forum and Exhibition, component manager at GIZ, Emmanuel Mumini, advocated a reliable internet connectivity in remote parts of the country to enhance inclusion.
There are lots of people that are still not part of this digital transformation that we're talking about. And that's just a market that we are leaving out because if people are living in peri-urban or rural areas and don't have any connectivity, it's a market that is not buying online. And the more we integrate them, the more we include them, it becomes another market segment that people selling online can attract or can sell to. And so we're working a lot with World Bank, with the ministry to expand accessibility.
Emmanuel Mumini, component manager at GIZ. Now, the managing director of Orient Property Consulting, Isaac Drimopoku, is urging graduate professionals entering into the built environment to be equipped with the necessary tools to excel in their roles. This, he believes, is necessary to transform the built environment and grow the real estate economy. Drimopoku spoke at the Real Estate Career Launchpad 2024.
New things will come, so you cannot stop learning. So this has been a great opportunity for us. We those who are already in the industry practicing, and I'm sure our young graduates and students who also joined us have gotten an overview of what is waiting for them in the corporate world. Yes, there are a lot of opportunities waiting for you. There are also some challenges that possibly you are the people to bring the solutions to these challenges. As young graduates, you'll get prepared to see the opportunities that are available and also the challenges. We are part of the world at Africa. We have a lot of challenges, but in that challenges also presents opportunities.
Isaac Drimopoku, the managing director of Orient Property Consulting, speaking at the Real Estate Career Launchpad 2024. Now, turning to Investor Eye, we continue our series on unstructured supplementary service data, USSD prompts, popularly known as USSD codes. Now, Ebo Anamwa Mensa tells us why you should cross-check the source of every USSD code you dial. Take a listen.
So with USSD, they're simple. Usually, you're just making 2 or 3 step payment process, or if it's a financial product, you are using it to either buy an investment, deposit money in savings. It's inherently safe. What tends to be the challenge is if someone claims he's helping you to do something on that, that's where the fraud can occur. So yes, I know of situations where people have been called and asked to go through a USSD application to commit a transaction. And that transaction is really just transferring money to them or to one of their partners. So it's important that you know how the application works. And again, the documentation, the information about this exists, right? And first of all, it must be an application that is provided by a licensed entity. If it's a bank, all banks are licensed, right? There's no bank that can provide this service. If it's a PSP, payment service provider, what we typically call fintech, they are not that recognized. So you need to be able to know who they are.
And that was Ebo Anamwa Mensa, Chief Technical Officer at IT Consortium with Investor Eye. Make a date next week. Before we go look at the commodity market, crude oil went down marginally from yesterday's trading, selling this morning at $72 a barrel. Gold is going for $2,666 an ounce. Cocoa, on the other hand, went up by some significant margin, trading at $7,955 a ton. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The Super Money Show continues with Kojo Yankson, who I guest is going to pick our song for this morning.
Yeah.
Been a while.
If they ask me to pick, my choice will be obvious.
Okay.
My choice will be obvious. I wonder if you can guess.
Daughters?
Of course, Daughters.
Sarah, they come me weak one day. Some Messiah. I hear why you come me weak one day.
So a bit of daughters in the morning. Nothing better. I'm still their biggest fan. Hello, Ray.
Hello, my friend.
Hey, Ray, you are trending for the wrong reasons these days. Lots of fake news, with your name plastered at the center of it. Why they mean you like that?
So, fake cryptocurrency platform, Paragonus N, right? That institution is the one. So what they do is that they pick an old interview, and in this case, the first interview they picked was with what they call Uncle Sam Okujato. So they convert it into a narrative of their own, that you were sitting and something slipped. What slipped was that I revealed secrets, Miriam Onakwa. I revealed secrets of wealth and richness to Sam Okujato, 60 years at the bar. Yes. I revealed secrets of wealth to him, and this secret is related to he having to participate in that cryptocurrency thing, and this one, the Paragonix one.
That's how it works.
They write the narrative that way, and they will say a bit of, then I was arrested. Yes, by the security agencies, because this is top level secret of earning wealth.
Right.
That I revealed as a small part of the things that should never be revealed, because people should not get to know how to make wealth.
Right. So I see.
So eventually the story then defends Raymond's right to freedom with pictures that says the free Raymond. Yes. But it's when you combine a fake site, a dubious end with AI, which can easily generate these things. The difficulty is that it appears. And for example, they use a certain, they say I'm very rich. They quote big money with a check from the Jersey Financial Services Commission. First and foremost, that commission is not a bank. I can't have a check with them. So, but they have, on the 20th, the Jersey Financial Services Commission issued a statement saying that people should disregard all such statements, except that locally, I don't know who is supposed to be issuing the statement and also issuing disclaimers. So we have dismissed that. Right. So if you see it, I know I've received like 200 people sending that in to me. And the dangerous part is that these are paid for ads on social media.
Right.
It's not like they just throw something out there.
So they will go far. They will go far. And I've noticed that, you are just the latest in a stream of victims. They tend to target journalists because that matches this narrative of something slipped during an interview. I've seen Bola Ray's name. I've seen a few others, coming up. And it's all the same formula, right? The idea is they are trying to lend some potency to this scheme of theirs so that people will think, this is some secret thing that has been revealed. Let's all get on it.
And the second level is that you should not even click on that link in the first place. They steal your data through that process.
Yeah.
So if you don't get it, they steal your data. If you like, you use your iPhone. When you click on it, check the tracking sites that are now following you. That has been blocked by the iPhone.
Yeah.
You get about 60 at a go, which will tell you that they steal and share your data immediately. And if you are not a bit protected, they may steal more than necessary, like we're talking about the other difficulties in the system.
Yeah,
so it's something that people should be aware of.
Very careful.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for the education. All right, well, let's get on with it.
The other safety tip that's not on the internet you should be interested in is driving safe. And our campaign is brought to you by John Hussein, the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality and Imperial General Assurance. Solid protection. This morning they started drizzling again. So
really?
Yes, from last night it was, and the roads are wet. The expectation is that you drive it a lot more caution, and visibility might be reduced. So you should be extra careful on the road. You cannot rush and get into trouble in these times. Okay. And again, those of you who are across the country and going up and down and doing campaign, be particularly mindful that you are campaigning to be elected. You don't want to die before the election, or you don't want to be disabled or be in an accident before the election. And you being a politician does not give you a ticket for you to misbehave on the road. Going to campaign is not an emergency. Campaigns are not health emergencies. Yeah, I hope you get my point.
Yeah, I get you.
So it should be possible for you to be more, serious on the road and respect other road users. I received complaints across the country where, because he says he has a meeting with a group in, even big time politicians are just, driving anyhow on the road. Please respect yourself. Do what is right.
Yeah.
If you don't do what is right, proud to getting elected, what's the guarantee that you will do what is right when you're elected?
Exactly. I'm sure that's very important, and we can learn how to say it right now. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you, and DPS International School, where every child shines. We'll bring you Say It Right later, which means we can get into the newspapers.
Right. Now, just before that, of course, if you're listening to the news review anywhere in the country, we thank you for choosing Joy. There are several ways to catch us wherever you may be. If you're in the northern region, particularly in Tamale, you could tune into Bishara Radio, Radio Justice, or Might FM. Or if you're in Saboba, it's Kitawon FM. Right, let's get to it. News review now, brought to us by Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, and Access Bank, more than banking.
The Daily Graphic is now reporting this morning that Students' Loan Trust Fund disburses 20 million to Ghanaian students, and it's one of the stories on the front page, full stories on page 13, and promoting inclusive governance. Winner takes all system must stop. This conversation has been since 2000. I've followed it since 2007, and still we are having that conversation anyway, which is important. One of the reasons why we have terrible politics, the fight, kill yourself and get to be elected. Go and steal money or ask criminals to give you money to get elected. All of them put together. In fact, one of the reasons why we have struggled and we cannot deal with GAM, say effectively, is the financing part.
Yeah.
Is the fear that hook or crook have to get into power. So that I'll give 6,000 people new jobs. 6,000 people, some of them were heavily unemployed. They will get jobs. So that I may make unemployed more than 6,000 who were previously in different positions too. So if you're able to deal winner takes all, but I did not get the mentality of our current politicians and one that is, more, how do you call it? They are not more to the middle. They do not think that Ghana first is an agenda. They think Ghana first is only within the political party sphere. Now, even within the political parties, you have to be properly aligned. You might be NPP today. If you are properly aligned, you suffer hard from beginning to end.
I agree with all of them. I heard all the proportional representation and everything. But I also think that as part of dealing with the winner takes it all, we must begin to look at our own thinking. A lot of our problems, come from our belief system, which we always don't focus on. Why? Today, the typical Ghanaian who believes that his uncle gets money, and so he waits for his uncle to probably pass on, or his uncle will take care of him. It's there. The typical Ghanaian proverb that says, "Onsune bro no onsuno dokun." And that this other proverb that says, "Amenovime no yokutiji oduagbobo," to mean your brother cannot be on a tree and you eat and ripe fruits. How is that possible? So we as a people, ourselves, we are very, very corrupt. And Dr. Tony Edu, who at the time was head of monitoring and evaluation at the office of the president, told me in an interview that corruption is in the genes of the Ghanaian. If we don't deal with that, look, everything we do, because why are we where we are? That man today is getting into government. Before he gets into government, makes a lot of promises. He gets into government, and all of a sudden, his home becomes, a benevolent center. Every morning, people queue, asking him for money. If you queue every morning asking somebody for money, what do you expect him to do? The solution would be to develop the country, to actually put in place mechanisms that people who cannot afford will be supported by the state, so they don't go and queue up. But unfortunately, even the MDC, who is not responsible for anything, all he does is to wait for common fund. Today in this country, they wait for common fund before they can embark on the little development that they can do in their areas. I always agree that you should elect MMDCs. I support that they should be elected on non-partisan basis. I am not in for, initially I would have said let's do it on partisan basis. What we have seen today convinces me that we don't need to have them on partisan basis. Let's make it non-partisan. I am all for proportional representation. I don't think it hurts. But in a country called Ghana, Raymond, even to determine how many people will go to Parliament in itself will lead to chaos.
Anyway,
I don't want to be a wet rag. I don't want to be the one who kills our hopes. But we keep ignoring the elephant in the room. No pun intended. That there's actually a group of people in this country who will lose if Ghana develops. They will lose if Ghanaians become wealthier. If Ghanaians have a better standard of living, there's a certain group that will lose out. And that's the political elite. They will lose out. I mean, how can they now come and give you a bag of rice for your vote? How can they do that? How can they fill a stadium with hungry people if nobody is hungry? How? How can they fail and still win an election if everybody can feed themselves? So there is an incentive to keep people poor because the poor are their captive audience. With that in mind, is it a surprise that sometimes even the most simple solutions never get deployed?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, now let me bring in the other story you should be interested in. 32 journalist media houses nominated for awards, and the multimedia group is leading with 9 of those nominations.
That's right.
Hopefully all of them will win. There are many who are saying that the best thing to do for this award is to reinstall Erastus Asare Donko as the Journalist of the Year. That is a sensible proposal.
The work speaks for itself.
Yes. Well-meaning Ghanaians agree. Anyway, President Akufo-Addo at the UN General Assembly. A President of Security Council needing overhaul. Structure is deficient in addressing global challenges. That is what our executive lead was talking about on, so that's also there, right? And yesterday, as I was talking about the rains, there's a story at the back of the Daily Graphic says, rains cause gridlock in Accra. I think they should just add again. To the
I saw the videos that Aaron David Ando around Dakuman. My goodness,
he's part of the nominees for the award.
Yes. I've said that award should be named after him.
I don't know what time he didn't win it since I became old enough. But anyway,
last time he didn't win was probably the time he didn't apply.
Yes, and I think he's getting tired.
I can remember impressing up and said, Dave, AIDS the man applied. Maybe we'll be so winning Accra.
A confit to the world.
There is just no competition.
So I saw those videos, and I asked myself, so what sort of blood runs through us? Look, I someone asked me the last time. Sometimes it looks like you've given up. It's not that I've given up, but
it looks like
it feels like you've given up. But what sort of blood runs through us? That just this small. I mean, there's this rainfall, and you see all the plastics from our gutters, our drains in this country. I couldn't believe it. I'd wanted to go for a walk, Raymond, last night, but I couldn't because the moment it rains, you know what to expect. In this part of our world. And this is not an Abokubi or Teman where you see the road is a second or third class road. This is Dakuman. Dakuman here, Dakuman Tad. And yet we have found ways and means with dump refuse anyhow. So a lot of part of our problem is because we as a people have refused to do the right things. We cannot always blame the assembly hasn't done that. Yes, I know enforcement is key, but in the absence of enforcement, you should also ask yourself, but
in the absence of enforcement, nobody will do the right thing. Go to any country where law and order is visible and evident. It's only because of enforcement.
That's
because people know these same Ghanaians who have put all this rubbish in our gutters. Would they dare to do that in the UK? They won't, because there's enforcement. There's consequence. Look, Human beings will do whatever they can get away with. That's human nature. We will just do whatever favors us as long as we can get away with it. You cannot you cannot expect alternative behavior. If it is easy for me to throw my rubbish out of my gate and nothing will happen to me, I will not carry it to the nearest dumping site. I will not do that. If it's easier for me to throw it out into the gutter, I will not spend my money to buy a bin. I won't. But if there is a cost, a consequence to not doing it, then I will do it.
And over here, the consequence is your house being flooded. Because you wouldn't do that, Raymond. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't throw your rubbish or your waste anywhere. You would make sure that you actually would keep it and wait for the van or the truck to come for it, right?
Because I know the consequence.
Great. And that's what we're telling everybody also, to know the consequence. Because yes, while enforcement is key, we're also reminding everybody that your actions would affect you. So don't just say, nobody's looking at me, so I would do the wrong thing. Look, the fact that nobody's looking at you doesn't mean you should do the wrong thing. The daily guide for this morning.
Moral suasion for Ghanaians.
The daily guide for this morning says, let our people go, NDC defense protesters. 11 more remanded. Government moves to pay Trafigura. We've talked about that. OBA Westco Pastor production facility begins. And ECG boss resigns is also here. Nana to grace 28th GJA Awards winners announced is also on the front page.
Nominees or winners?
It says, well, with the GJA Awards, once they come up with the names, it means everybody's going to get an award.
Right, okay. All right, let's do the online review. It's brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. Goyle, Yenara, India. And this morning, nobody is more... Oh, no, this is an old one. I think we need to refresh our screen to get the latest stories. Okay, here we go. Mortuary workers to begin nationwide strike from today over PPE shortages and salary arrears. Oh, this one.
One thing we are not focusing on a lot is the groupings that are on strike, threatening strike, or have already given a roadmap for a certain strike action. The last time we counted, there are about 10 of them.
Yeah.
Which should be cause for worry for all of us in this country anyway. For example, the University of Ghana is not commencing a new academic year because of the strike actions on campus and other universities too across the country. That would mean that they have to remodel that. That would mean it will affect other things like graduation, like other programs that are planned for the academic year.
Yeah.
Somebody ought to act immediately.
Yeah. Also on my journal line this morning, Alan Chermantin has called, he has joined those calling for a comprehensive audit of the voters register. CityNewsroom.com this morning has this big one. To SAG to withdraw services on Friday. There's another example. And on CNN this morning, where every news is breaking news. China fires ICBM into Pacific Ocean in the first of such public tests in decades, actually. So regional tensions are flaring as China begins to flex its muscles again in the arms race. All right. Let's get the BBC News under our belts. Brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us. And Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuels. Goyle brings
Choose Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Gold stations nationwide. Gold Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Gold Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Gold Super XP. Who feel ya? Huh? Who be feel? Good energy. Joy,
Do you want a healthy smile?
Are missing teeth affecting your confidence? Dental implants could be the solution. Hi, I'm Tanya from Bethel Dental Clinic, Ghana, and I'm here to tell you about the amazing benefits of dental implants. If you're missing teeth or struggling with uncomfortable dentures, dental implants could be the solution you've been looking for. Implants are a special metal screw placed in the jawbone where the tooth or teeth used to be. After a while, this screw or implant fuses seamlessly with the jawbone, providing stability and durability. Dental implants look, feel, and function just like the natural teeth, giving you freedom to eat, speak, and laugh without worry. Bethel Dental Clinic, the smile starts here.
Healthy smile.
Hi, Aku. I just got the estimate for the home repairs. It's more than we expected. I'm really stressed about where to find the money.
Why worry, Musa? You are a salaried worker. Haven't you heard about the GCB personal loan promo? They can give you up to 700,000 Ghana cedis in less than 24 hours at a significantly reduced interest rate and fees.
Really? This sounds exciting, but is it easy to apply?
Super easy. Skip the stress. Get the cash with the GCB personal loan promo with a 1-month repayment holiday. Just visit a GCB bank branch near you or call 0302 634 922. Toll free 0800 422 422. No hassle, no stress.
Wow! I just got a notification. The loan is already in my account. That was fast.
Skip the stress and get the cash you need with GCB Personal Loan. Visit a branch near you today. Terms and conditions apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Get ready for the 4th edition of the Ghana Digital and Innovation Week. It is another year to celebrate milestones in Ghana's digital innovation ecosystem. The host consortium, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, Ghana Hubs Network, and Impact Investing Ghana is set to gather over 6,000 attendees, 45 exhibitors with over 40 insightful sessions to propel the growth and development of the country's digital innovation sector. Theme: Innovate Together, collaborating for digital transformation and impact. Join the GDIW in shaping the future of digital innovation on the 2nd to 4th October 2024 at the Accra International Conference Center. Meanwhile, if you're in these 6 regions, Northern, Upper West, Ashanti, Bono East, Eastern and Western region, GDIW train will stop at your end from 3rd to 19th September. Visit gdiw.com.gh, register to book your seats for free. Let's collaborate for a digital Ghana. Be part of this change. Be part of the future.
Welcome to the inquiry on the BBC World Service. It's been 3 years since the Taliban toppled the government and seized control of Afghanistan.
The country is not democratic anymore. It's basically a theocracy.
Since then, life for women and girls has been getting harder. The latest restrictions ban them from speaking in public.
They claim that women's voice should not be heard in the social space. Women should not work.
These draconian rules continue to justify crippling sanctions on the country.
It gets very frustrating for people on the ground, doctors who say there just isn't medicine in the hospitals anymore.
But despite the Taliban's diplomatic isolation, they're still forging new ties.
They do not have allies per se, but they do have friends.
So this week we're asking, how are the Taliban governing Afghanistan? The inquiry starts after the news.
Hello, I'm Roisin Hastie with the BBC News. The Lebanese Prime Minister has welcomed international calls for an immediate 21-day ceasefire between Israel and the Iran-backed Hezbollah group, but Nazib Mikati said that it would only come into effect if Israel enforced international resolutions. President Biden and his French counterpart Emmanuel Macron have been leading attempts to pause the fighting. Tom Bateman has more details.
The joint statement calls for an immediate ceasefire lasting 3 weeks between Israel and Hezbollah, designed to give space for further mediated talks between the two sides. It followed last night's emergency session of the Security Council, which heard dire warnings from some nations about the risks of all-out regional war if the current crisis spirals even further. US officials see even the joint announcement calling for a ceasefire, signed by major Western and Arab countries, as a breakthrough in its own right. But it remains far from clear that Israel and Hezbollah are prepared to heed it.
A former boxer believed to have been the world's longest-serving death row prisoner has been acquitted by a Japanese court more than half a century after his conviction in a quadruple murder case. Shaima Khalil reports from Tokyo.
Iwao Hakamada was widely expected to be acquitted. For 56 years, the former professional boxer has maintained his innocence after being found guilty in 1968 of killing his boss, the man's wife, and their 2 teenage children. Mr. Hakamada spent nearly half a century behind bars, mostly in solitary confinement, before new evidence led to his release from incarceration in 2014. He was granted a retrial in 2023 after a court decided that investigators could have planted the evidence. Mr. Hakamada's supporters say decades of detention with the ever-present threat of execution took a heavy toll on his mental health.
A Japanese warship has sailed through the Taiwan Strait for the first time in decades. The vessel was accompanied by Navy vessels from Australia and New Zealand whilst en route to military exercises in the South China Sea. Up until now, Japan is thought to have avoided sailing its naval ships through the strait. Prosecutors in the United States are expected to announce criminal charges today against the New York City Mayor Eric Adams. The indictment against him remains sealed, but the mayor and some of his officials have been under federal investigation in connection with campaign fundraising violations. As reports of the indictment emerged, Eric Adams said he was innocent.
If I'm charged, I will request an immediate trial so the New Yorkers can hear the truth. New Yorkers know my story. They know where I come from. I have been fighting injustice my entire life. That fight has continued as your mayor.
The US Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has called on him to resign. World News from the BBC. Communist leaders in China have announced sweeping measures to shore up the struggling economy, including through spending, reforms to banking, business and property, and more help for the poor. A statement from the Politburo promised government investments and cuts in interest rates. It also vowed to improve commercial housing to stem a failing property sector. A Tanzanian opposition politician has told the BBC the government has again been restricting democratic rights because it's scared of losing local elections at the end of the year. Freeman Mbowe, who was of the opposition leaders briefly detained on Monday, said rights that had been restored by President Samia Suluhu Hassan over the past 3 months have been taken away. Speaking to the BBC, Mr. Mbowe explained why the political situation in Tanzania has suddenly changed.
We think it's because on the 27th of November 2024, we will have local government elections where all the local government leaders in the country will be elected. And then we'll have general election coming in next year in October. And we are seeing this sudden change of tide is possibly associated with the worrying of the ruling party of the forthcoming election in Tanzania.
Torrential rainfall has caused widespread disruption in India's financial capital, Mumbai, with schools and colleges closed and roads and public transport severely affected. Officials say at least 4 people have been killed in weather-related incidents linked to the downpours. The BBC understands that the world's richest man, Elon Musk, has not been invited to the British government's annual International Investment Summit this year due to inflammatory posts he made on social media during anti-immigrant riots last month. The billionaire entrepreneur was courted by the previous government and attended last year's summit, but angered the current government by criticising Prime Minister Keir Starmer and spreading misinformation. Ministers described his comments as totally unjustifiable.
Welcome to The Inquiry with me, Emily Wither. Each week, one question, 4 expert witnesses, and an answer.
Charlie, today the matter will catch me. I received urgent order from my online store. Customer wants 10 pieces sharp. But my wahala be delivery. Stress so me too. I no get order in weeks. So then I make slow. Charlie, I decide to deliver this thing myself. Quiet. I was willing to trust my small tired car like that. But boy, I no even leave my area where the whole place full of snow. Engine kaput, pasca. As the boys they help me push the car off the road, where I look up and raise my head, where I see for Fidelity Bank billboard top. This too just be chapter. Ebefa mpa. Then Norma Vim come. Listen, I dog the sadness and find Okada fast. I deliver all the goods, collected my money, and even got referrals from this customer. Ebefa mpa. At Fidelity Bank, we believe you can achieve your dreams. Believe with us. Ebefa.
Enhance your business operations with the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer. You can print, copy, and scan up to 19 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its Wi-Fi direct printing and intuitive touchscreen, which are both designed to simplify your day. With the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer, experience fast and easy setups and improved overall printing efficiency with a 20,000 page duty cycle built to keep you and your business secure and moving forward with embedded security that is pre-configured out of the box to detect and stop attacks. The HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer is available at all Kompu Ghana stores. Visit kompugana.com or call 0302 752 020 for more information.
I am Ohinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. And this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms. So invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and enjoy guaranteed monthly income for life. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Yeah. We have a new leader in town. Obiarenti. Amafo. Madam was Sibebre. When him say my baby, maybe mamu more charcoal for whiter teeth. More charcoal. Not only that, maybe mamu lemon. More lemon. Zinc for fresher breath. More zinc. And fluoride for stronger teeth.
Introducing the new President Charcoal packed with more power with a combination of charcoal and lemon for naturally whiter teeth. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Joy 99.7 FM.
legal connections. It is going to be the biggest thing that we are going to do now. First things first, before we meter all the distribution transformers, ECG is putting together teams that after this exercise. So let's just take it that I'm giving everybody a head start. Anybody who knows or who believes his meter or her meter has been tampered with, or there's a bypass, note that the utility court is being set up. You are going to be charged with stealing. You are not going to be charged with bypass. Stealing is an imprisonment.
So yeah, this is how it all went down when Samuel Dubik Mahama was MD of ECG. He isn't anymore. He's resigned for personal reasons, and of course it means it's an important time for us to assess the state of our power sector. In what state does he leave it, and well, what next? Are we actually in the middle of load shedding? Is the minority right when they suggest that we are currently shedding some 500 megawatts of load? What's with all these planned maintenance announcements from Gridco and ECG? Where does it all leave us? I don't know about you, but I've been experiencing several incidents of brownouts, low current, right? Sometimes your sockets don't work. Sometimes it's your light bulbs that don't work. So there's power coming to your home, but it's not enough to power your home. I've had that happen several times to me this week. And, we all speak to people at ECG. Sometimes if it's an easy to explain problem, they explain it easily. But when they start getting cagey and evasive and they can't quite tell you exactly what is causing it, immediately you start to suspect that it's something that is, connected to the shedding of load, don't you?
Yes, and because, in fact, in this republic, from Out of God, you remember Out of God?
Mm-hmm.
Through to some under something cable or pipe or something, our people have been almost always evasive when it comes to talking about the power situation in ways that it ends up being problematic. So every time they give some, maybe it's factual that we start from a point, then it gets escalated with other problems. But you get a sense that they've not always been truthful to us or to the people of this country. They've not always been straightforward. They've not always been, oh, this is the fact, let's move on with our lives. Or this one, we can't fix it. Sometimes it requires, remember we had debate a couple of months ago for so many months about whether or not we are in Doomsday or we are in so-called Doom CSA or we are in whatever maintenance or come on. All of those things happen. We were at a point even told that 614 out of the 32,000 transformers having some possible difficulty was the reason why we were having all of these difficulties we're having. We all knew it was not true. But the people in charge of the sectors, from minister to even at the point that the president was apologizing to all of us for our forbearance, still people were denying that there was any power. In fact, it reached a point, current vice presidential candidate was telling people to go and do their own timetable and all of that. So our people, I don't know. It's almost as if they think they have a right to hide the information from us because we can't take the information, or because it will be abused, or it will be misunderstood.
Or because it's time for elections and you don't want anything like that.
Yeah, because power is an election.
The truth is that, currently, and you've seen a letter from Gridco and ECG, it's indicated the problems we're faced with.
Let me read that.
Yeah.
It says, interruption in power supply. The Ghana Grid Company Limited and the Electricity Company of Ghana wish to inform the public that due to a challenge at the Ghana National Gas Limited GNGC processing plant GPP at Etuabo gas supply for power generation has been limited, which has caused some customers to experience intermittent interruption in power supply. We apologize unreservedly for the inconveniences caused to the public as a result of this challenge. Engineers from GNGC are currently working to address the issue and restore full supply of power. GRICO and ECG will continue to monitor the situation, which is expected to normalize once the issue at the plant has been addressed.
So there's no date, and so we expected that once it normalizes. You're talking about on Tuesday night, my lights were off, and so I actually, spoke to a few sources at the electricity company of Ghana, and one of them said, "Oh, Mr. Amoa, we apologize, but you may have to be off for the next 4 hours. Your lights will be on at 10 p.m., so please bear with us." And that was at 6 p.m. And so, I went on. I waited at 10 p.m. I called and I said, "The lights are still not on." Then he says, "Oh, the lights are going to be turned on. Okay, just relax. We'll turn the lights on." But this is it. Look, currently, this is just a nice way of telling you that we are not able to meet our load demand. Because the Ghana Gas Company, the gas from Atoabo, is a major contributor to our ability to meet the load demand. So if it is going through problems, it's only an indication that currently we will experience shortage and as a result have interrupted power supply. It's as simple as that. Nobody can come. So what we experience, we're managing. It's only an indication that, look, you'd have to go off.
Yeah. Well, that's the reality. And it's a pity. Dubik Mahama leaves at a time when there's a lot of turmoil in the power sector. ECG currently, at the point of financial, instability. And you have to ask yourself what happens next. Who replaces him? And what will they do about the current situation? How will it affect the steady supply of power? All right, we're getting into it all right here on the Super Morning Show. And wherever you are, keep it locked right here on Joy. If you happen to be in Ho this morning, a few places you can tune in. Volta Premier FM 98.1, Kekeli FM 102.9, or you could go to Swiss FM 93.7, Shine FM 96.9, or Akpini Radio. And if you're in the central region, Castle FM 90.3 megahertz in Cape Coast will pipe hot Super Morning Show to you, as well as ATL FM on 100.5 megahertz. Use the hashtag JoySMS when you post on X. Tell us what your thoughts are on these issues, and we'll share them with the world. Keep it locked on Joy.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show. Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
All right, Ghana, get ready for the biggest giveaway from Syntex Tank. Syntex is visiting 15 communities and giving them free water. That's to say, thank you, Ghana, for making them the number one. Syntex was the first to introduce double-layer tanks in Ghana. Did you also know that Syntex tanks come in so many colors, and they were the first to come out with the inner white layer? So when it's not Syntex, forget about it. Now, if you're in a community and you want to benefit from Syntex free water giveaway, just log in to their social media handles. They're at Syntex Ghana, and nominate your community. The more you nominate, the better chances there are of them coming. Remember, it's SINTEX, Syntex tanks. No be any tank be tank. The correct tank be Syntex tank. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
So have you heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies? Let me tell you more about this premium fuel with its amazing 3-in-1 power. Total Energies introduces Excellium New Formula, the additive enriched fuel, with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption. Thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives, Excellium New Formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. You'll drive, sir. Experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium New Formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Now, every minute, BR whispers of greatness. Every hour, new pages turn. Every day is a new chapter to keep your dreams alive. Today, you are a tabletop owner, Kojo Jansen. Tomorrow, you'll be a shopfront owner. Today, Winston, you are a student. Tomorrow, you'll be a bank manager. And today, as an apprentice, tomorrow, I'll be a master mason. And the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, wow, the mason, actually.
Yes, apprentices become master masons.
Yes, continue.
Yes. And the list goes on and on and on. Whatever it is that you do today to add value to this whole world and how you help build the world, remember that their efforts are conspiring to make your plans happen big time. At Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited, our purpose is to inspire your success and collaborate with you every step of the way. Truly, there is more ahead. A befa brutal.
All right. Well, listen. Get ready for your car to go the extra mile with Toyota Ghana's new extended warranty of 5 years, or 120,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. The warranty helps you to maintain your vehicle at peak condition for years to come. Keep your car running smoothly and enjoy a longer, worry-free drive with Toyota Ghana extended warranty. Call Toyota Ghana today on 0302 429 801 all the way to 805. To learn more, Ghana drives Toyota. Toyota, superior quality.
So you know that in these times of high electricity tariff, build-free solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-free solar hybrid air conditioners cool your buildings with very low energy consumption, and the amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. Build-free solar hybrid air conditioners come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sale servicing for a year. Please call for purchase on 0531 100 915 0531 100 915. Build freeze, superior cooling with lower energy.
Now, I need to ask you this important question, Kojo Jansen. Which bank in Ghana is always at your service?
Omni Basic.
And which bank is ready to assist you with their 24-hour state-of-the-art contact center?
Omni Basic.
And which bank in Ghana is Ghana's fastest-growing corporate bank and Bank of the Year 2023?
Omni Basic.
Now, at Omni Basic, we tell you all the... we always tell you the truth, right? We are always at your service. So call us now on 0307 086000 or 0302 758 555. Or when you want to use toll free 0800 1007 90, or visit any of our branches nationwide to open an Omni Basic bank account today and enjoy exceptional customer service. Omni Basic at your service.
All right. Well, so the question again: what is luck? For many, luck is that glorious moment when you find money in your trousers just when you're broke. For others, luck is being picked out of a crowd for a reward. Now, for the guys at the luckiest, luck is a life-changing event, and they believe everyone deserves a shot at it. Luck is coming with prizes so exciting they will make your head spin. You want to be the luckiest? Dial *712# and get your tickets. The more you buy, the better your chances of winning. Now, remember, when you hear that catchy jingle, it's your cue to pay attention. It could be your lucky day. Luck is on its way to you and your community. So stay sharp. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere.
So get ready for the 4th edition of the Ghana Digital and Innovation Week. It's another year to celebrate milestones in Ghana's digital innovation ecosystem. And the host consortium, the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, Ghana Hubs Network, and Impact Investing Ghana is set to gather over 6,000 people, 45 exhibitors, with over 40 insightful sessions to propel the growth and development of the country's digital innovation sector. The 2024 Ghana Digital and Innovation Week is under the theme Innovate Together, Collaborating for Digital Transformation and Impact. Join the GDIW in shaping the future of digital innovation from the 2nd to the 4th of October at the Accra International Conference Center. From students to startups, tech enthusiasts to policymakers, this is your platform to learn, share, and create to drive Ghana's digital future. Visit gdiw.com.gh/register to book your seat for free. Let's collaborate for a digital Ghana. Be part of the change. Be part of the future.
Now, as a parent or guardian, you want the best education for your children, whether at the primary, secondary, or the university level. However, the cost of school fees can add up quickly, and that's way too much headache. That's why we come in. Societe Generale Bank Ghana is here to assist you with the SG Ghana school fees loan. The SG Ghana school fees loan is designed to help you cover the cost of education for your children and even for yourself at a hugely discounted interest rate with flexible repayment terms and a loan amount that suits your needs. Paying for school has never been easier. Now, if you're a salaried worker of a Societe Generale Ghana listed company, you are eligible to apply. Visit any SG Ghana branch today and let's get started on securing the education your family deserves. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Now, if you're wondering where to hold your strategy planning meetings, your board sessions, or your staff retreats, really, there's only one place: Safari Valley Resort. Think of the green, serene environment, accessibility, meeting room capacity, flow and layout of space, room flexibility, quality of equipment, staff, and of course, first-class catering services. Really, it's got to be Safari Valley Resort. That should be your number one choice. Call them on 0596 914 394. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
So, at DPS, we believe in nurturing every child's potential with our experienced and caring teachers. We ensure a strong foundation for lifelong learning. Our state-of-the-art facilities provide the perfect environment for curiosity and discovery. Our diverse extracurricular and enriching after-school activities help students explore their passions. We have a fleet of buses with GPS trackers to monitor your child's movement in and out of school and hostel facilities for children coming from afar. And with our surveillance cameras, your child's security is guaranteed. Enroll your child now at DPS International, which runs from creche to the A-level and offers the Cambridge and IB diploma program successfully. We have excellent results in Spelling Bee and Business Challenge competitions. For incoming students residing in Community 25 and neighboring communities, there's a 100% admission fee waiver. Yes, 100%. For more information, contact us on 0596 994 759 or visit the school's website at dpsghana.edu.gh. DPS, where every child shines.
Now, are you ready to make every moment count? From the simple pleasures of treating yourself to unforgettable weekend getaways or a special surprise for someone you love dearly, you can have the perfect companion. Stanbic cards are there for those fulfilling moments that make you go like, yes, this is it. Talk to Stanbic now on 0302 815 789 or on social media at Stanbic Bank GH or visit stanbicbank.com.gh to learn more.
Okay, the Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited Back to School promotion continues throughout September. 10 to 20% discount on textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and more across all branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. So call 050-648-7557. Email info@kingdomgh.com or just go to kingdomstoreonline.com to shop. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
So, every time we eat food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. Well, brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. And Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. And this prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth. And that Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. You can get it at any shop near you. Call their customer care center on toll-free 0800 2030. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent, every smile matters.
Yes, Mr. Kojo.
Yes.
Dr. Safo says you should tell Winston that today he's a senior lecturer. Tomorrow he will be a professor.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Fantastic. We like that. Yeah. Anyway, look, I'm so glad how our work with Safari Valley Eco Park is going. Our promotion, all aimed at fighting galamsey from the root, and ensuring that young people are of the right mindset to ensure the protection of their environment wherever they may come from. And this opportunity to sponsor young people to go and experience the Safari Valley Eco Park and get educated on our environment is so important. And we've got several people who have so far lined up to sponsor young people, haven't we?
Yes, we have a lot of them, including Professor Peter Korte, who is taking on 20 of those kids. You can also do so. And this is around his birthday.
Yes.
When I say that people should put the money they were going to put into their Macallan 18s, some even going to Macallan 30, others will choose Glenfiddich. You see, there's a time that I have an uncle who likes Glenfiddich. I almost mentioned the name, but well, now please dedicate the resource to saving the future of this country, to helping us fight this canker from the right perspective, educating the people who are going to make the decisions, the people who are going to be lands ministers, so that they'll put the lands above profits. They'll put the interest of the people, the health of the people. More importantly, you're also getting education for that child in a galamsey endemic area, so that he knows there is future. There is need for us to protect and conserve the environment. All that you need to do, in fact, you don't even have to sweat it. Just call our front desk. You'll get every single detail that you want. If you are in any doubt about it, you don't have to necessarily sponsor 100 kits like Winston is doing. Yeah, you may not have Winston's resources, but in your own small way, you can sponsor 2. Just 150 CD per child in the primary or JHS. You can sponsor 2. That's 300 CD. That's your contribution. If you want to sponsor a child at the university or senior high school level, it's just 320 CD per child, which means you can sponsor with 1,003 students. I hope you get the point. So you can all be part of this great opportunity for us to take back our country, for us to create a future of people who believe in the environment and work heavily towards that.
All right. Well, listen, we'll be talking more about this in the coming days. And, of course, if you want to know how you can be a part of it, just dial 0302-216-540. Okay, that's our front desk here at Joy, 0302-216-540. And somebody will brief you on how you can participate in this all-important endeavor. All right, okay, more coming up on the Super Morning Show, including sports, birthdays, and more, right here on everybody's favorite breakfast. Be a part of it. Stay with us.
You see them. You see them every day in our communities, doing what they do best to make a difference in the lives of people. You see them. You see them bring positive transformation to the lives of people in the areas of education, health, and economic empowerment. While many will see them and turn their faces away, you see them. You see their efforts, and you know they're heroes who deserve to be celebrated. MTN Heroes of Change is setting out to unearth and to celebrate a new set of heroes. You can throw the light on the heroes you see in your community by nominating them to win 100,000 Ghana cedis and other prizes to help them expand their work. Just fill an online nomination form at mtn.com.gh or send a WhatsApp with a 1-minute video of your nominees project on 055-141-1122. Deadline for nominations is 18th October 2024, so don't waste time. Nominate your hero now. MTN Heroes of Change. Be the change you wish to see.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5789, 5790 0244 674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, we'll bring you birthdays later. There's a special one in particular that we will do. Happy birthday, Nana Harding. It's 51 today. But birthday messages on the Super Morning Show will be brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa, the African Bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
All right, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
Twisco Food Drink. Twisco,
power your dream.
And if it's football you want, DSTV has it all in HD. The season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home
of entertainment.
So folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. I mean, picture your rooftop transform into a solar sanctuary radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more, because with Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our energy renewable loans come at very low rates. We're not just offering loans, we're offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a call on the following numbers: 0501 535789, 0501 535790, and then 0244 674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dream shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered,
here for good. Now, hello, Ghana. There's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market. This is from the producers of Cowbell. Permit me to introduce you to Twisco. Twisco is a chocolate food drink with a blend of premium cocoa powder. It's enriched with Enerfort. Enerfort is a combination of energy-boosting minerals, including vitamins B, C, D, iron, and many more. Twisco is available in 20 grams and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for just 1 Ghana cedi, 80 pesos. Now, to enjoy all the goodness packed in a sachet, empty content into a mug, mixed with 180 milliliters of water and, boiling water, milk, and naturally stir. Start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco and power your dream. This advert is FDA approved.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you ever thought about what true convenience means? Well, let me keep it simple. Convenience is finding easy solutions to everyday hassles. Now, and speaking of easy solutions, have you heard about what am I saying? M-Care from MTN. M-Care from MTN and MedPharma. Now, this convenient healthcare for everyone. All right, let's face it, being sick is no fun, and neither is waiting in long queues for healthcare. But with M-Care, all that hassle disappears. With the silver and gold packages, you get to choose between 10 Ghana cedis or 161 Ghana cedis per month and enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and an efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, and health insurance depending on your package. Unbelievable, right? Well, now I ask you, what's more convenient than this? Download the MedPharma app to sign up for the silver or gold packages today.
Good morning, Kojo.
Good morning.
Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio Tahiru Fentio. We've got a lot to run through in the next 10 minutes, so let's do that pretty quickly. We'll begin from Parliament. That's where the Select Committee on Sports continued their probe into the petition that was submitted by the conveners of the Safe Ghana Football demonstration held over 6 months ago. Yesterday was the turn of former Ghana captain Stephen Appiah, and the board chairman of the National Sports Authority said Paum. In his submission, Appiah raised concerns about the age-old issue of youth national team coaches not receiving monthly salaries. He believes this makes them susceptible to accepting bribes from agents in return for invitations.
Such things happens, and if people try to put their under 17, and I think we have to take this very, very serious. You have coaches who go to Pram for 6 months, 4 months, and they don't take any salary, only other ones. You have coaches for the Black Stars who are earning so much. Under 17 coaches, they don't take anything. Under 20 coaches, they don't take anything. Under 23. So if I'm a coach and these things are not happening to me, and an agent comes and he wanted me to take his player and give me some money, I'll take it. We have to try and solve that problems to make the coaches feel okay.
That's Stephen up here. He also opened up on why foreign-born Ghanaian players are struggling in the national team. He says that's because they don't understand the culture and the language.
We that we are coming from here, we know how it is to wear that shirt. And these foreign-based players, some of them, they can't even speak our local language. So you go to the camp, it's not like our time that after lunch or after dinner, we see them, we try to interact, we try to mock each other, we do our prayers and all that. But today, if you go to the camp, because they don't know the culture, so they find it difficult to adapt. But it's not a matter of respect, or they don't respect the coaches. I haven't seen such a thing.
That's Stephen up here, former Black Stars captain. Now, in July, the Babaya Sports Stadium was rented out for a 5-day church program, which left the pitch in poor condition just weeks to the Ghana versus Angola AFCON qualifier. We noticed what happened subsequently. The pitch contributed to Ghana's defeat, and the country was eventually banned from playing games at home. Now, the NSA board chairman said Pawom, he's disclosed that the authority has decided to use Ghana's stadia exclusively for sports-related events until they acquire the pitch covers.
We've also directed that none of our sporting stadiums should be used for no other activity other than sporting activities until such time that we can hold claim to pitch covers. So as a country, I've had discussion with our Minister of Finance through our sector minister to see how urgently they can help, because we are also mandated to generate revenue.
That's the NSA board chairman said Pawom. So no more non-sporting events at the national stadia across the country until the NSA acquires pitch covers. That's the information from the National Sports Authority. Now, over the years, the Black Stars have benefited immensely from the Right to Dream Academy, as several graduates have become key players for the senior national team. Currently, Mohamed Kudus and Kamaldeen Suleimana are the two standout stars in the Black Stars that have been products of that academy. Yesterday, they launched a 25-year anniversary celebration, and their Chief Executive Officer, Alex Asiedu, has been speaking about what the future looks for the academy.
Doing more of what we've already been doing, touching lives, touching the national team, hopefully. And our work is across different pillars: football excellence, educational excellence, and character excellence. So just multiplying the numbers that we've already done. And I haven't even touched on the football. We have the Mohamed Kuduses, the Warises. We've done a lot for national teams, not just in Ghana, but actually across a number of countries. And so just multiples of the numbers that we've done.
That's the new Chief Executive Officer of Right to Dream Academy, Alex Asiedu. Former Black Stars midfielder Derek Boateng works as a scout for the academy. He's confident that they will reach greater heights.
We have done a lot so far, and I really, really give thanks to Tom for everything that he did, especially in Ghana. In the first place, nobody believed in him when he came. He told me so many stories about how he was living here, how things were difficult from the start, how he started the academy in his house, bringing the children in his house. It's really, really tough. So for me, the sky is the limit, because the direction that we are going, I think, is a perfect direction. We are in a very, very good direction right now. We are in good channel. And I'm praying to God to give us long life, all the staff and the kids, so that we can, carry on what we are doing.
That's Derek Boateng. Now, before we go, Man United, they began their Europa League campaign with a 1-1 draw after they were held by FC 20 at Old Trafford. And elsewhere, Nice and Real Sociedad, they played out a 1-1 draw. And Turkish champions Galatasaray, they claimed a 3-1 home win over Greece's PAOK, thanks to Abdul Baba Rahman's own goal and strikes from Yunus Akgün and Mauro Icardi. Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce, they face Real Union Saint-Gilloise at 4:45 p.m. later today. But the focus of his pre-match presser was on his first league defeat as Fenerbahce manager on Saturday against fierce rivals Galatasaray. The Portuguese boss subsequently received a fine for missing a post-match press conference, but he defended himself ahead of today's UEFA Europa League opener, saying he felt disrespected.
In 24 years of football, I never in my life escaped from a press conference, especially after a defeat. I never had fear of any journalist, any question or any press conference. I already told since the first match that doesn't have any logic to be waiting 75 minutes to go to a press conference. I was in the door of the press conference trying to go. I was not allowed to go.
Jose Mourinho being Jose Mourinho. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fentio. Back to you, Winston.
Thank you very much, Fentio, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. Let's now bring you Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. B.
The difference.
Uncle, good morning.
How are you, sir?
Yes, Uncle.
Good morning.
Uncle, I hope you're doing well.
Oh, I'm doing great. What about you?
Oh, God is taking care of his children. We're okay.
I like that response you always give. God is taking care of his children.
Yes.
It's a fantastic response.
Yeah.
And actually, a fantastic attitude to have towards the hardships of life.
It is well.
It is well, indeed. It is well. Yeah. Well, Winston, today I continue with my series.
Okay. We're waiting.
Now, so we ended when Osajifo called the meeting to an order. And for those of you who are new to this, I'm talking about my trip to Asamando to meet with our departed leaders. So here we go. Osajifo waited till everyone had settled down and then said, "Shall we have Atamils say the opening prayer for us?" JJ was quick on his feet. He said, "I would rather that we pour libation to Nananom." Efrifa charged on him and said, "Sit down. We are Nananom now, and we are the ones they pour libation to." Atamils, ever the practicing Christian, said a beautiful prayer and sat down. Osajifo said, "Before we go on to our normal business, I would like us to acknowledge the presence of a guest from the land of the living. Please, let's give a warm welcome to Uncle Ebo White." Akufo said, "Whose uncle is he?" A champion said, "Shut up. You think this is..." Akufo said quickly, "Don't say it." JJ said, "You know what he was going to say even before he had said it?" Efrifa said, "We all know what he was going to say." Osajifo intervened and said, "Please, let's give a warm welcome to Uncle Ebo White." I stood and bowed to acknowledge the welcome. Liman said, "Osajifo, since this meeting falls on your birthday, may I, on behalf of everyone here, wish you a very happy birthday. You continue to inspire a whole race. Maybe on this significant day, you would want to share your thoughts with us before we go on." Atamil rose to support Liman. He said, "Osajifo, we all occupy the place in history we do because of you. On this your birthday, we say thank you, and please let us in on your inmost thoughts." The others applauded to indicate their approval. Osajifo hesitated. JJ rose and said, "I can tell you what I would have said to some of you if I was Osajifo." Efrifa said, "You are not Osajifo. Sit down." Ankra said, "We don't need one of your boom speeches here." JJ said, when old ladies are mentioned, dry bones get uncomfortable. Buzia said, when would you learn to quote any proverb correctly? You once said, if the bird does not fly, it remains where it is. Remember? But if the bird does not fly, it does it not remain where it is? JJ challenged him and then said, so what should I have said? Efrifa and Ankara were quiet. Buzia occupied himself with something on his Oxford tie. Atamel said, JJ, the proverb is, when dry bones are mentioned, old ladies get uncomfortable. JJ said, oh, Evans, you have spoiled the trap. Efrifa said, and who are the old ladies? The man said, I thought you would want to know about the dry bones first. Efrifa said, are you now supporting Jato? And it was as if someone had just set fire on the meeting. Everyone was on his feet, accusing and counter-accusing someone or the other. Atamils, Eba Dasunjuehene, rose to his feet and said, gentlemen, let everyone cool down. Everyone said, he called us old ladies. JJ said, did I mention your name? Everyone said, every Kasentry knows Isona. Akufu said, Okatetie, you said he called you, plural, old ladies. You and who? Everyone burst into laughter and tempest subsided. Dasumjehin then turned to Nkrumah and said, Osajifo, we are ready to hear your thoughts, sir. Osajifo rose to his feet and said, gentlemen, you are putting me on the spot, asking me for my thoughts on a day like this. We did not come here because of my birthday, so I do not want us to be distracted from the main reason we are here. Atamel said, Osajifo, we are here. Over here, we have time. If this meeting goes on all day, it will not affect anything. So please, if not for anyone else, I really want to know your thoughts. The others said in unison, we all want to hear your thoughts, Osajifo. And Nkrumah said, in that case, I'm going to hire Teddy Roosevelt as my lawyer and quote from his Man in the Arena speech, which he delivered in Sorbonne, Paris, on April 23, 1930 at 3 p.m. I quote, it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. A silence fell on the gathering. Then, as one, they rose to applaud. Then Buzia said, you know, people call that speech the Man in the Arena speech, but the title Roosevelt gave to his speech was Citizenship in a Republic. A champion said, too known, sit down. You think this is an Oxford lecture hall? The others burst into laughter. And Nkrumah said, now, Uncle Ebo White will address this meeting, and then we shall see him off so we can continue with our meeting. Uncle Ebo White, please. I always say, look at the time.
I know.
My goodness.
I know. I just looked at the time when it got to Uncle White will address the meeting, and I said, "Oh."
No, I saw you look at the time, and I saw the look on your face, and that cracks me up.
Okay. But Uncle, I mean, I'm just curious. Do you have any play like this?
Like which one?
What you're just telling us. Do you have a play?
No, I don't. It's not a play.
Oh, it will be very interesting.
Wow.
To have something like this.
That's a thought.
Yes,
that's a thought.
Please do.
That's a thought. Thank you. Thank you for the thought.
Yeah, it will be.
For this, you've earned yourself breakfast. It shall be delivered at the appropriate time.
Thank you very much, Uncle White. And so
how about you say,
Uncle? So it means we'll
have
continue.
A fantastic day.
It means we'll continue on Monday. That's when we'll have your speech.
God willing. On Monday. Yes.
Okay.
Then my speech, hopefully.
Anyway, thank you very, very much, Uncle White, for joining us with Food for Thought here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Food for Thought brought to us by Roverman Productions, Be the Difference. Which means we can now bring you the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electric Cars, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy. Supply of liquefied petroleum gas is expected to normalize today. This is because the Tema Oil Refinery says challenges that resulted in supply issues in parts of the country have been resolved. Banks say they expect dollar demand to pick up strongly in the coming days, a development that could put pressure on the cedi. This is due to the fact that more businesses are moving to restock for the Christmas festivities. New data released by the Ghana Statistical Service shows the country is not engaging in continental trade despite hosting the AFTA Secretariat. And the International Monetary Fund has approved a $7 billion loan to cash-strapped Pakistan. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electric Cars, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sale of ultra-silent, fuel-efficient diesel generating sets, ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. And for every generator you acquire, you will enjoy a 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. And the services include, but not limited to, the following: a 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice, and sale of tile lights and rental. Locate their latest branches in Bibiani Petroji, opposite the Bethel School Junction on the main Bibiani Kumasi Highway, and then in Techiman X Oil Filling Station on the main Techiman Kumasi Highway. And locate their head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They also have 18 branches nationwide and are into skills training. And they have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals, and controls and solar installations, offering 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Contact them on 0243480334 or 0243690295. Anointed, the generator experts. But let's get interactive this morning right here on the Super Morning Show. Social media messages brought to us by Cowbell Coffee, with you every moment. Malatu from NS Chemist, Malatu Power Over Malaria, and EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. So, every day people face different emergencies: police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name them. But many Ghanaians don't know the emergency numbers. Well, here's one you would always want to remember: *770#. Yes, *770# is the new EcoBank Money emergency number, and it gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more. You don't need internet for this. Just dial *770#. No need to panic in any money emergency situation, because EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Just dial *770# now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. So Hello guys, let's talk about something we all want. Success. Everybody wants it, everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Especially when we get stuff, and I bet you it will. You need that extra boost to keep pushing forward, and on those days where you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that will aid kickstart your day. So whether you're working or just creating memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every moment. So no matter where you are at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh yeah, EcoBank Mobile to make me say, oh yeah, EcoBank Mobile to make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy. Yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You go enjoy it. Hit my rhyming check. Hit my rhyming check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich creamy goodness of Cowbell Coffee. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell Coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a special feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell Coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show and on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Telecel, connecting energy's latest form, your partner for life in Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Focus is on the power sector because, look, you've heard the minority spokesperson on Mines and Energy, John Jinapo, alleging load shedding. Just listen to something.
As we speak today, there is load shedding ongoing. Gridco has been cautioned not to inform customers. Yesterday, there was a deficit of more than 500 megawatts. Today, they are going to shed load and customers in Ghana will be affected. Talo Ghana has not been paid even $1 for the past 9 months for gas supply to Ghana Gas, and Talo is threatening to curtail supply of gas. The IPPs have just dispatched a letter to the Minister of Finance intending to halt supply of power for debt and liabilities hovering around $1.2 billion.
So what's the state of our power sector? As Managing Director of the Electricity Company of Ghana writes to the board, informing them of his decision to resign as MD in the next 2 weeks.
The next group of people that we are about to target is illegal connections. It is going to be the biggest thing that we are going to do now. First things first, before we meter all the distribution transformers, ECG is putting together teams that after this exercise. So let's just take it that I'm giving everybody a head start. Anybody who knows or who believes his meter or her meter has been tampered with, or there's a bypass, note that the utility court is being set up. You are going to be charged with stealing. You are not going to be charged with bypass. Stealing is an imprisonment.
The conversation going on now, we do admit our role in it. We do admit that we had certain levels of inefficiencies. Look, we had a system back in the day called the CMS, Customer Management System. which was supposed to handle our bills and all of that. This system was not expanded to a point that it has only a certain amount of customers in it. So every given point in time that we decided to add customers, they were not settling in the system. What were they doing? They were hanging.
Okay.
So it created this point where we see that, oh no, come on. That means the number of customers you are claiming to have, that's not the number of customers.
Also, you heard voices of Samuel Dubik Mahama, but the critical questions are, what state is he leaving ECG in? And what would be his legacy as MD for the Electricity Company of Ghana? Is ECG in a better position as he departs as Managing Director compared to what he met ECG in? Today, what is our reality when it comes to power? That's a conversation we must have today, Raymond.
And I get you 100%. First and foremost, this can be assessed on different levels. First, the financial state of ECG. Is the finances of ECG better today than it was under him?
Mm-hmm.
Some might say it is sometimes not fair because mostly with a company like ECG, trouble comes up consistently. But was he firefighting or he put in place systematic systems which could solve problems going into the future? Did he improve the finances of ECG? You recall, it was under Dubik that we're told there's been some huge collection.
Yeah.
So much money when they did a drive. And it reached a point, Dubik gave hope to people. Let's be quite clear on that. He touched people felt were untouchable. Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Ministries of this republic. Sometimes even adjoining institutions within hospitals. Some of these people owed huge amounts of money, but were pretending that they were untouchable. Dubik, if you go to the ground and they are coming to collect the money, and you call Dubik, the people report that he will tell you, please, I've been given responsibility by the president. If he wants me to vary it, let him tell me. I hope you get the point.
Yeah.
So it ends the conversation. It makes people feel that this is a guy who was bent on doing the work that many people have swept under the carpet for a very long time. Of course, I mean, yeah, the Achilles heel of Dubik was when we all saw Doomsaw. He pretended that Doomsaw was not happening. For many of us, it was a very disappointing time during his reign. But Winston, those are the things we saw in the public. In his resignation letter, I've seen reference being made to losses, and that he's brought it down from 30% to the 20s and all of that. In fact, we all know in this republic that 27% losses, be it technical or commercial, they are unacceptable. On one hand, technical may suggest not only our inability to put in proper systems, but that there also machines are obsolete and they ought to be replaced, be it meters and every other thing connected to that. On the other hand, the commercial losses are just because we cannot take as much money we should be taking from people in the Republic of Ghana and other deals that are related to that sector. So they did do better on those fronts. The jury is still out there. And you see, sometimes you can have a gentleman who front an institution and do massive work in the eyes of the people. But when you dig underneath that, they may be rot. Is that what we are going to see now that he's out of office? The board chairman current, let's not forget, board chairman Kelly Gajapo also left. Board chairman currently is Alexander Afenyomakin from the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, a position I found problematic from the first instance. So, for example, if the Energy Committee in Parliament presents a report on ECG, would Afenyomakin be if you like, excusing himself from that same committee, from the Parliament? Would he not partake in it? Would he still be representing the people of Futu in that Parliament during that conversation? That's also aside the point. Now, the substantive issues are, we need to know the actual state of ECG. The statement issued by ECG and Greco says a lot, but also says nothing. It gives me little comfort, even though it signals of some problems in the sector and appears to be coming at a time early enough. No, I'm washing the thing. No, go to Greco and go and get the results. Or we don't know what's happening. Greco should be dealing with it. That kind of conversation is not happening. But what we are being told now is a suggestion that there is something happening at Ghana Gas with gas supply. I understand, and I've been told certain things about what's happening with compressors after doing some works. They realize that there are problems with the compressors or whatever, so they have to do more work on it. Hopefully, this is not the beginning of a declaration of a full-blown doomsday. Sometimes, because of elections, and we are about 3 months to elections, so Katasumu Muasu will come in, as in basically covering it until it blows up one day. We should get to know the actual state of our energy sector in a way that we can face head-on the problems and admit we have increased electricity bills in the last 2 years. ISEP rather says it's over 100%.
And in fact, as we speak, there are discussions on how to automatically adjust our tariffs.
Yeah.
The discussions are ongoing currently. And you know, we're currently undergoing IMF program review.
Yes. True.
And as part of the things we're supposed to do, we must make sure that ECG and the power sector is effective and we pay the right prices. Now, this is the other problem. ECG over a period is expected to be generating some 1.9 billion as part of the cash waterfall mechanism.
Yeah.
ECG is paying 800 million, 700 million into the cash waterfall mechanism. What that means, into the kitty, what that means is that other players are unable to be paid. Raymond, an entity like VRA, and because of the level of water, they are able to contribute significantly to our power situation, to our power generation. VRA is not in a good position because they are not being paid regularly. The IPPs are complaining. And the other problem, for instance, is that today there's been instances where we've bought power, fuel for the IPPs. ECG is engaging other procurements, and the question is, these procurements, how did these procurements impact ECG's financial positioning, and as a result, amounts that ECG was expected to pay into the cash waterfall mechanism for all other stakeholders to benefit?
I get you 100%. So, and PURC raised some of these issues. There was back and forth between ECG and PURC. But I mean, and there was a point I was worried about this because of the thinking that when your regulator says you're wrong, what do? You have to either elevate the matter to a court or so to set aside the direction of the regulator. But I didn't get that kind of response coming from the ECG. In fact, today, there was a point that the ECG and its board of directors, as in Dubik and Co., were levied. They were asked to pay a penalty directly.
Yeah.
Did they pay the amount of money involved?
And
Do we know that for
I
a
need to
fact?
find out.
Yeah, because at least we got to know that they paid before Dubik is leaving office, because this was not in his his capacity as managing director. It was in his personal capacity he was asked to pay. I hope you get the difference. Yeah, we didn't ask the board to pay. They were levying the individuals on the board to make that kind of payment. Were those payments made? We need to get to the bottom of the matter and understand fully, because I wrote a request to the Ministry of Energy asking for how much they are paying for fuel every month to sustain the energy sector. What they gave me was Greco's projections for energy sector projections. But my question was, how much are you paying to sustain the sector?
You know what, Raymond? We're going to come to all of these issues right here on the Super Morning Show. But first, you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? But we'd love to hear from you all. So join us on X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp, 055-111-997. So do you want to be like Raymond Akwa, get a British degree, not in Britain, but this time in Ghana, at a fraction of the cost? You want a vibrant student experience in a community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams. Enjoy all these and more, plus up to 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by the finest faculty trained to UK standards at our campus. For more information, visit lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact us via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call 0209-607-008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Now, let me tell you some great news coming coming from the Telcel More Money promo. Now, it's getting exciting. I'm sure you know that. Over 1.2 million has been given out in the daily and weekly draws with more to go. You could be a winner too. Yes. You know me, I need money. So, yeah, Winston, we know you too. You need money, even though you are still a rich man.
We need money.
Simply opt in for free by dialing the *500# hash or send WIN to 500 or visit the Telcel Play app. Then reload your mobile money, using the Telcel Cash Wallet or make payments onto your fixed broadband account, and you could be winning 1 million Ghana cedi grand prize in the Telcel More Money promo. I mean, 1 million Ghana cedi in the Telcel More Money promo. The more you reload, the better your chance of winning in the Telcel More Money promo. Already, they've given out 1.2 million. Remember, just dial *500# hash or send WIN to 500 or visit the Telcel Play app to opt in. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Telcel, connecting energies. 1 million,
1 million.
The money is big.
But the money is big,
Yeah.
But you know, at Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our members take precedence, and we recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals and families, which is why we're delighted to present our Ebusian Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's welfare. Contact us on 0503 783 162 or 0503 860 381. Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
Now picture this, you're lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and relaxation, but instead you're met with a mattress that sucks beneath you. A reminder of shortcuts and compromises. Your comfort and well-being should have never been compromised. That's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam. Otherwise, you they do yourself. Now, Latest Foam is your partner for life. Visit us today and sleep better tonight. All that you need to do is try calling us on +233 302 231155 or +233 322 008499 or visit us online. Just start typing now. latestfoamghana.com and you see everything feely.
All right, so stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Telecel Business Spotlight, dedicated to supporting and celebrating local SMEs as part of the Telecel SME Month 2024.
Today's spotlight is on Kitia Ghana, the leading furniture and home decor retailer in Ghana, known for offering a wide range of stylish and affordable products.
The main showroom is located on the Spintex Road and is open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We offer professional delivery services across the country, ensuring that products are safely transported. Contact Kitia Ghana on 0303 301 500.
The Telecel Business Spotlight is brought to you by Telecel Business.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our 2024 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling.
Wow.
Good job.
The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Beyond every boardroom is a story waiting to be written. A story of a business and its potential, of a community that thrives, a hospital that serves, and energy that powers millions of dreams. It's a story that only gets better with a partner that has the expertise and solutions to make it a reality. At ABSA Corporate and Investment Banking, we are invested in your story, and we invite you to write it with us because your story matters. ABSA. Authorized FSP and registered credit provider.
Sister AC.
Teacher,
don't tell me that Yao is not in school today too.
Please, that's why I'm here. He was diagnosed with malaria.
Oh my, that boy is missing a lot in class. Don't you have treated mosquito nets? It is the most common and effective means to prevent malaria. I can't...
Madam, we now have the new treated net.
Really?
We all sleep under it.
The new nets? Speedy recovery to him.
Avoid malaria. Get insecticide-treated net and sleep under it every night and throughout the night. And remember, there's also the new insecticide-treated net. Highly resistant, strong, and is just as effective.
Let's come on board Good Life and protect against malaria. Good Life, live it well, it's an everyday thing. This message is brought to you by the Ghana Health Service and partners with support from the USAID.
Malaria away, Good Life, live it well.
Do you want to remain productive and competitive in your business? Then I am happy to remind you that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is still here to serve. We provide homes, offices, and institutions with ultra-silent, reliable, and fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at unbeatable prices. You also enjoy a 5-year warranty. Anointed Engineering is noted for unwavering 24-hour after-sale emergency service, rental and sale of tile lights and genuine spare parts, undertake repair and maintenance of all diesel generators, and buy back used generators. Sign up today at our training school and gain hands-on experience from our team of professionals on generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals, controls, and solar installations. Anointed Engineering has 18 branches nationwide. Locate our head office in Accra at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. Call our hotlines on 0302 324723 or 0243 690295. Also on 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
Electroland Ghana Limited is back with a massive back-to-school promo. Visit EGL showrooms and authorized dealer stores across Ghana for best offers on Samsung, Media, TCL, and NASCO products. Get a free portable audio speaker with the 50-inch NASCO Android UHD Smart TV for just 4,999 Ghana cedis. NASCO AC starting 3,699 Ghana cedis with free air cooler. Experience UHD 4K Smart Android TV with TCL for 6,499 Ghana cedis and receive a free electric kettle. Cook up a storm with the Media 20-liter solo microwave for only 999 Ghana cedis and say no to cold meals. Get a free cake mixer with the 4-burner Media gas cooker. Call 0503-159-739 for more information. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of electronics and appliances. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Amma, so with all the skill you have in dressmaking and soap making, wouldn't it be a good idea to run a full-time business?
Sure. In this economy with so many taxes, do you think this insensitive MPP government cares about your businesses? I better go. I don't want to be killed by taxes before my time. Why?
You see the thing where I'm at the top. Charlie, small bets we are chop. Like if I see the tax where government take put for the money top.
Kwame is right. I can't even send my mother money for her medical bills now. Because look, the e-levy alone not be easy.
Oh boy, buy some ride make I take do Uber. Go see the tax way day for the pots there. It cost pass.
pass the right safe. COVID levy all day inside.
Me, I'm not surprised that the liar who promised to move the nation from taxation to production has come due. Elections have consequences, so as for me, I've made up my mind to vote for GM and the NDC because I trust them to keep their promise to exempt small and micro businesses from VAT, grant 2-year tax holidays for new businesses like mine, scrap e-levy, COVID levy, betting levy, and emissions levy to ease hardship. In fact, I can go to the bank with JM's word because he is trustworthy.
Charlie Kojo, your mind for deal. It is time for change.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
The average customer's position on matters and the attitude. If you even have to change a meter, the person claims my meter has been working well. If you are doing a meter change exercise, he will not even grant you access onto his premises. We have people who have dogs who don't allow us into their premises to read. Someone went to read and got stuck in the garage because of a dog. We had to wait till the end of the day to get the person out.
We are on a drive to make sure that over 1 million plus meters have to be replaced because they are not reading well and they'll be shooting you negatives. So I say that because, let's say, with all due respect, when you go digital, okay, and you have a dashboard where everything is seen in real time and you are using bare metal service from an office, you think you've reached there until you migrate certain portions of immediate calculations and all of that, like what MTN does for your Momo in the cloud.
in the state of the energy sector, the power sector in particular, bearing in mind recent developments. So what are these recent developments? Samuel Dubik Mahama has resigned as MD of ECG, but not before. Claims have been made by the minority that we are actually experiencing load shedding. They claim we're seeing about 500 megawatts of load being shed. Now, it happens to coincide with an announcement that there are some maintenance works ongoing. Now, what is the effect of this maintenance work? How much load is affected by it? And what's the future of this all-important sector? These are questions that we'll seek to answer together today on the Super Morning Show. So stay with us. We'll be talking to the former Minister of Power and Member of Parliament for Pru East, Dr. Kwabena Donko, in just a moment. All right, now, before all of that, are you ready to make every moment count? From the simple pleasures of treating yourself to unforgettable weekend getaways or a special surprise for someone you love, you can have the perfect companion. Stanbic cards are there for those fulfilling moments that make you say, yes, this is it. Talk to Stanbic on 0302 815 789. They are on social media at Stanbic Bank GH, or just go to stanbicbank.com.gh to learn more.
So get ready for AgroFusion 2024, Ghana's biggest celebration of agriculture and ATVET excellence, happening at Koforidua Jubilee Park on the 11th of October to the 12th of October. Enjoy electrifying performances from stars like Kwame Eugene, Lasweed, DWP and more, plus groundbreaking exhibitions in agric and ATVET sectors. Don't miss the Ghana Grows Young Innovators Awards. If you're 18 to 35 and excelling in agric or ATVET, submit your story via WhatsApp 0308255775 or email gg@springboard.com.gh for a chance to win cash prizes, plugs, and the prestigious Ghana Grows Ambassador title. It's powered by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Springboard Roadshow Foundation. For details, call 0308255775. Ghana Grows Hope Day.
Now, dear moms, aren't you tired of fighting with Junior each time he goes out to play? Because Junior wants to play, Junior has to play. But we know sometimes Junior's clothes can get terribly dirty. And who must do the laundry? It's you, Kojo. We understand laundry is hard work. So from today, join the millions of Ghanaian moms, sweet mommies, and old girls who have gone back to their beloved Omo. The new Omo is packed with powerful stain removal properties. It is also extra gentle on the hands and now has a unique sweet smelling fragrance for all your clothes. Yeah, fast! Grab Omo hand wash or Omo auto for machine wash at any grocery shop or supermarket near you. Omo, powerful stain removal with long-lasting fragrance.
Okay, well, conferencing doesn't have to be the same boring routine. The location for your next conference can both be result-centered and relaxing. Aqua Safari Resort gives you the best of both worlds and more. Let them take the stress out of the process. Just call them on 054 011 0190 and watch your conferences and events effortlessly taken care of.
So ever wondered what happens when women meet under one roof? In the spirit of World Customer Service Day, Pink October, and celebration of affirmative action, Handwriting Communications in partnership with Full Bouquet Entertainment presents another stage masterpiece where two or more women are gathered by the award-winning storyteller, Nikomi. Let's dive into the complexities of women's choices, friendship, and life twist, and everything in between. It's a night of unforgettable experience showing at the National Theatre Friday the 4th of October. For tickets, just dial *7733 *30# or call WhatsApp Michael 0242 901008. Partners: Vanguard Assurance, DBS Checks, Clothing, Black Beauty, GH Media Partner, Global Media Alliance, and a multimedia group where two or more women are gathered, strictly for women, compulsory for men.
Now, stay ready for unexpected funeral and also accidental disability costs with the Bamboo Life Insurance on MTN and Telecel by Holad Life. Now, and also cry because with as little as 2 Ghana Cedi, 10 Ghana Cedi to 25 Ghana cedis or even 50 Ghana cedis per month, you can get up to 30,000 Ghana cedis for funeral and accidental disability cost. Just dial star 269 hash to register on MTN or Telcel with your Ghana card number, and automatic monthly deductions will be made from your mobile money wallet. Add as many as 7 biological dependents to cover your spouse, children, parents, grandparents, and also your in-laws. No stress at all with a quick claims process. Get more asumdue with Holad Life Mebambo and live your best life. It is insurance which is made just for you. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, the new order of retirement is here. Now you can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income for the rest of your life. Yeah, simply invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and start receiving monthly income to enjoy the perfect retirement. It's that easy. The best part is you get to enjoy salary increase. So that's 16% is what happened in 2023. All right, call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333. Or just go to oldmutual.com.gh or dial star 789 star 01 hash to request a callback. Obrapa Ahotonkwa. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
So attention all U.S. citizens and Ghanaian U.S. dual citizens, Raymond, or you're hoping to?
Yes, identify us.
Or keep identifying.
Dual
because
citizen.
Time is running out to vote in the November 2024 U.S. presidential elections. Join us this Saturday at Lancaster Hotel near 37, formerly the Golden Tulip, to register and help make your vote count from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. this Saturday. September 28, Daughters of the Middle Passage, supported by a representative from the U.S. Embassy, will assist you in the registration process. Support democracy. See you at Lancaster Hotel this Saturday.
Now, are you speccing that old car, or you're doing a home makeover, or you're relaxing at the beach at a getaway? Use your ABSA card 10 times or more in a month, and you could be a lucky winner in the ABSA Change Your Story promotion. You can earn extra entries by using our digital channels 5 times or more. From now until the end of October, 5 lucky winners will take away 40,000 Ghana cedis each every month to change their stories. For more information, you need to visit an ABSA branch today. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Indeed, your story matters at ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, listen, let's get to our conversation. Dr. Kwabena Donko joins us. He's the former Minister of Power and Member of Parliament for Pru East. Doc, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, this recent claim by the minority that we are actually experiencing load shedding, about 500 megawatts worth of it. What's the basis for this? We're told that there's maintenance going on. Would that not explain any shortfall?
Will the people experiencing outages, do they need a basis to accept our proposition? If a plant is shut down for maintenance, and that is why we have redundancy. Assuming it's the Ghana gas processing plant that is shut down for maintenance, our thermal plants are dual fuel, and therefore the inability to supply gas will not let the thermal plants not fire. They will be fired by light crude oil. And so the maintenance argument does not make sense. Yes, Ghana gas facility could be on shut down for maintenance. I'm not disputing that possibility. But Ghana gas is only a fuel supplier. In fact, they supply less than 50% of the fuel needs of the thermal sector. ENI supplies more. And as we speak, ENI has reduced the quantum of gas they're supplying because we haven't paid them for more than 3 months. So there are real issues. Attempting to use CR to shift the goalposts wouldn't stick. We are saying definitively that there's a shortfall in generation of about 500 megawatts generated by inadequate fuel.
Right.
We are unable to pay for fuel. We owe so much on fuel, and that is critical. So the dressings, the gymnastics do not take away the reality. The reality is that we are in a financial crunch in the power sector. And arising out of that crunch, we are unable to meet our obligations. And it has ripple effects.
So currently, your estimation is about 500 megawatts shortfall.
As of yesterday.
As of yesterday. What's your projection? Do you expect this to get worse, or is there some money on the way to pay up the bills so that we can make up the shortfall?
I believe the Ministry of Finance is best placed to answer that question. The Ministry of Finance and government. We wouldn't know if they have money stuck somewhere that they will assess to pay. We wouldn't know as a minority. But we are only stating the reality.
So your current assessment or analysis is that this is load shedding, and it's because we cannot buy fuel. Now, you've estimated about 500 megawatts.
500
Yes,
megawatts.
about 500, yes.
We have not estimated. That is, if the Grid Core Systems Control Center will be allowed to talk to you, they will confirm you. But I know they will not be allowed.
Okay,
but the state is trying to conceal the shortfall, but you cannot. When the people are living in darkness, it's not the sort of thing. It's like pregnancy. It's not the sort of thing you can hide.
Okay, now, Dr. Kobna Donko, let's look at something. You've talked about the fact that when people are living in darkness, you cannot hide. And I just would want your thought on something, because just yesterday we've heard of the resignation of the MD of ECG. But as one who knows the power sector, over the last 2 years, what would you say has been the state of our power sector, particularly ECG?
Well, we have been consistent that our power sector is in crisis. We've been very consistent on that over the last 2 years. There are structural challenges, there are managerial challenges, and then there are challenges of priority. For example, the ECG is expected to collect on a monthly basis about 2 billion cedis to break even. ECG in the last 2 months has been collecting about 800 million cedis.
Yeah.
About 42% of what they're expected to collect. When you have that situation, and then the Ministry of Finance has also said, arising out of the shortfalls, they were also going to support monthly with 200 to 250 million cedis to purchase fuel. The Ministry of Finance has not also lived up to its commitment. And so we have these two situations where collections are inadequate, in fact, woefully inadequate. And the Ministry of Finance is not, as usual, living up to its promises. And so, and take this against the backdrop that the payables in the power sector are largely dollar denominated. The receivables are CD denominated.
Sure.
And with the deterioration of the exchange rate against the CD, what ECG needed last month to pay for a parcel of crude in CD terms, or to pay for gas, to pay IPPs in CD terms, has increased this month because of the further deterioration of the CD. So we have huge under-recovery. And that is what I talk about, the structural problem.
Okay.
We are under recovering costs. And in any business, when you under recover costs, that business becomes unsustainable.
But Dr. Donko, I mean, let's look at something. So yes, you're talking, and I want you to explain the structural problem. Because if it's under recovery, you know that this is how much you're expected to collect. You have done your budgeting and you say, this is how much I intend to collect. Aside the depreciation of the Ghana cedi, at least it should be possible for you to collect the 2 billion that you say you're able to collect, isn't it?
Well, they are unable to collect arising out of, again, structural and managerial lapses. Structural lapses because ECG loses about 30% of the power they purchase in technical and commercial losses. And since your markup will always be less than that figure, there's very few businesses in Ghana who have a markup of 30%. And so when you're losing 30% through technical and commercial losses, the commercial losses are plain thievery, decorated in fine English. So they are stealing the power. Sometimes with the connivance of workers of ECG, technicians. The technical losses arise out of underinvestment. When you have obsolete equipment, when you have transformers that are inadequate, you overloaded, etc. And so the shareholder ordinarily, when there is underinvestment, the shareholder ordinarily must pump money into the entity because it's the shareholder's responsibility to provide the entity with adequate working capital. And the shareholder happens to be all of us represented by SIGA as the shareholder of record. So there is that, and that is what I talk about, the structural issue. When about 80% of your payables are dollar denominated and 95% of your receivables are cedi denominated, and when you have a macro economy and particularly monetary policy that is so debilitating, of course it will impact on you. So that is the structural problem. But there are also managerial issues.
Yeah, but before we get to the managerial issues, I mean, we're talking about somewhere 2021. I remember then Minister of Energy, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, came up with the Doom CACA. At the time, we said we're making huge investments. Subsequently, we've talked about investments, in the sector. We've talked about the change of transformers. Are you saying all of these things amounted to nothing?
If you have an investment requirement of $1 billion and then you put in $100 million, you would have done some investment. Somebody will call that huge investment. But in terms of relativity, relative to the quantum of investment needed, it will still be inadequate. I do not deny the fact that the government has put in some investment, but the investment the state put in is nowhere near the requirement. Let me go back to immediate history.
Okay.
It was not for nothing that initially the Atanos John Mahama government and later the John Mahama government approached the Millennium Development Corporation of America that, look, our major requirement is investment in the distribution sector. And ECG is the kingpin in the distribution sector. It was out of that we had a compact agreement. Unfortunately, arising out of greed and mismanagement, we botched up even the privatization, which led to the PDS debacle. So there has been we have recognized the need for investment. We have recognized the need to retool ECG. However, and that is where the mismanagement starts, arising out of political opportunism, arising out of greed, we messed up with that. And so the chickens have come home to roost. That is where we are. So whatever investments that the then minister said were being made were totally inadequate to meet the challenge.
Okay.
You don't resolve a $1 billion investment gap with a 100 million injection.
So let's look at the managerial problems that you talk about then. What are they beyond what you've said to us?
Well, the Ministry of Energy, PULC, have had issues with the management style of ECG. And they play this out in the public domain. And that was also accompanied by political infighting, leading to the resignation of the board chair of ECG months ago. And today the MD has also resigned. So again, that is symptomatic of the instability, the managerial instability arising out of different drives. They are being driven along different paths. And so that is a major challenge. That is a major challenge. Going forward, the Ghanaian state must come to the conclusion that some of us have come to, that we will need to take a second look at the ECG structure. Must ECG be responsible for everything? Some of us believe no. The last mile, billing, collection, fault reporting, fault finding, we can bring in private sector capital and private sector expertise, whilst ECG still runs the main frame of the system.
Okay.
So we will have to look at the structure. If something has not worked for you over years, you must take a second look at it. But importantly, we must take a second look at the macroeconomy, especially monetary policy.
Okay.
Monetary policy that arises, that gives rise to currency instability. And the cedi has been very, very unstable. And that instability impacts on the operations of not just ECG, but of NETCO, of VRA, of GridCo. The power sector is very negatively impacted by the instability. cedi price rises alone cannot meet or compensate for that instability.
Okay, I get that, and we'll subsequently have a broader conversation about even the structure of ECG and what it should do. But you talk about a third problem, which is what our priorities. What about that?
Yes. For example, ECG is spending $40 million a month in buying light crude oil. Meanwhile, we are not paying for the natural gas that we're using. We are in serious deficit. Natural gas is cheaper than light crude. It's more efficient in terms of operations. Again, for environmental reasons, it's also a better fuel. So why would we be more interested in buying light crude oil than paying for the natural gas we use? And that is where the priority comes in. That is where the priority comes in.
Let's just deal with this a little bit. So when you say ECG is buying light crude oil, help us understand, because you also have a very good understanding of, some of these IPPs. is it the responsibility of the distributor, as in ECG, to be procuring LCO, light crude oil, for these entities?
Yes, it is a responsibility. Under the contract we signed, fuel is a cost that we call pass-through.
Okay. And the fuel could have been natural gas?
Yes, fuel, natural gas, distillate, for example, the VRA plants, the Pontema plants uses diesel as well. Diesel and is dual fuel, diesel and natural gas.
Okay.
And other plants use natural gas and light crude oil. The AXA plant uses light crude and heavy fuel oil. So fuel as a whole is passed through. If you ask them to go and buy fuel, and they buy fuel at a higher price and pass it on to you, you are not being prudent. If you are buying the fuel yourself, all things being equal, you know you will be able to minimize the cost of fuel. It is for that reason that in those contracts, the obligation to provide fuel was put on the Ghanaian state, represented by ECG in those contracts.
But do we also know, for instance, whether in buying this fuel, the agreement at the time, what we believed was right, was the fact that if we bought it, all things being equal, we'll buy it at a lower rate. But was that really the reality? Were we buying it at a lower rate?
Well, we have had issues with the agents we use. We have had issues with the agents we use. We are using a private company linked to a particular family in the political space.
Which family, Dr. Kwabena Donko?
I will leave that. You are an investigative journalist. Find out.
I will find out. But let's get to the natural gas, because we know that we've had challenges with paying some of our debtors also when it comes to natural gas. But you're saying beyond that, we could have still renegotiated, paid them and bought from them, and that would have saved us instead of resorting to light crude oil.
Yes. For example, gas in Nigeria, if we were spot on with our payments, and there is a shortage of gas from Atuabo because of maintenance, we could ask gas to increase the gas supply, and it will be cheaper than light crude oil. So there is that option. But when your payment record is such that you can't go to the market with your payment record, it becomes difficult. They are reluctant to give you additional credit because of your own history, payment history. So we needn't have, indeed, as we speak, as of this week, the processed gas coming from the ENI FPSO, the quantum has been reduced by close to about 40 million standard cubic feet a day.
And
again, we haven't paid them for 3-4 months.
Okay, Dr. Kwabena Donko, just so our listeners can appreciate this 40 million standard cubic feet of gas, how many watts of power can it generate?
Well, that is more than enough to fire 2 of our thermal plants, depending on which 2.
Which would amount to between, say, how many megawatts of power?
Anything from 300 to 500, depending on the choices we make.
Okay. Go ahead. So, as it stands now, Dr. Donko, finally, does it look like there's hope for our power sector? What we are going through now, does it look like it would end anytime soon, or we are in for the long haul?
Well, my wish as a Ghanaian is to say there is hope. that the good people of Ghana should not be subjected to this. That is my wish. But what I read today leaves much to be desired. We probably will have to go through this for a few more months. And as the government comes to the end of its tenure, there is a tendency to pile on debt for the next government. And we must raise the alarm.
Dr. Kwabena Donko, thank you very much for joining us. We're grateful you made time to join us this morning.
All right. Now, this interview is also available on our Facebook and YouTube channels. You can go check it out. If you missed any part of it, go play it back. We're taking some messages. We'll be back after these.
Everyone is running to Bills. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with acquiring any of our loan facilities. For whoever you are and whatever you're doing, Bills has a product for you. No susu, no deposits. All you need is your Ghana card. Call 0302 200 390 or 0596 928 today and live a bill-free life. Bills Microcredit is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
When shopping for a dress, you say,
of course, the low burst line. A little tight by the hips. Covered sleeves. Off shoulder. Definitely.
But when buying anti-malarial drug, you say,
is it not malaria? Give me whatever is available.
Choose your malaria drugs the same way you choose your dress. Always ask for Coartem. It's also available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets for children. Don't gamble with malaria. Choose right. Choose Coartem. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malaria testing should be done before treatment. This advert is FDA approved.
Confidence matters in insurance. Confidence has doubled. The game changer of insurance is now here in Ghana. Sanlam and Allianz have joined forces to create an unstoppable force. Sanlam Allianz.
That's right. This partnership will give customers 238 years of combined experience, making Sanlam Allianz a titan of insurance in Ghana and Africa. Sanlam Allianz is here to give you the personalized service you deserve and more. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a true definition of confidence. Visit www.gh.sanlamallianz.com. Sanlam Allianz. Live with confidence because you have confidence in us.
Daddy, I feel I'm
Della Papa, you can't survive a day without me. Oh, don't worry. It is on fire.
What's the problem?
I've run out of gas, and today I don't have money. I have only 40 cedis on me.
Oh, ma. Who said you need a lot of money to buy gas? You can refill any amount per your pocket. Even sell 20 cedis.
Are you sure?
Ma, it's true.
Okay, hurry up. Go and fill 40 cedis for me right now.
Oh, ma.
My friend, go and fill it before the network in my Okru cut.
Oh, yes. Protect indigenous Ghanaian businesses, save over 10,000 local Ghanaian jobs, and salvage more than $400 million local investments by refilling your gas cylinders at your nearest gas station nationwide. LPG Refilling, your affordable, pocket-friendly, and transparent choice.
We know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Shall wash away all.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The average customer's position on matters and the attitude. If you even have to change a meter, the person claims my meter has been working well. If you are doing a meter change exercise, he will not even grant you access onto his premises. We have people who have dogs who don't allow us into their premises to read. Someone went to read and got stuck in the garage because of a dog. We had to wait till the end of the day to get the person out.
We are on a drive to make sure that over 1 million plus meters have to be replaced because they are not reading well and they'll be shooting you what negatives. So I say that because, let's say, with all due respect, when you go digital, okay, and you have a dashboard where everything is seen in real time and you are using bare metal service from an office, you think you've reached there until you migrate certain portions of immediate calculations and all of that, like what MTN does for your Momo in the cloud.
Morning show, and in partnership. By the way, before I tell you about what's happening at Cowbank's Trade Summit, Dr. Kwabena Donko, pulls no punches in assessing the state of our power sector today. And that headline is, we're not fueling our turbines.
Mm-hmm.
We can't afford to fuel our turbines.
Or we are pretending we can't afford to fuel our turbines.
One or the other. Yeah. We are basically not paying to fuel our turbines.
So this is not an act of God. This is not an unavoidable situation. It's not like one of those situations where, we don't have an option, we still have to do it. We have just taken a decision, or we don't have the money for it. Money problems have beset this sector for God knows how long. But we like, as usual, to sweep this under the carpet and pretend they don't exist. And now that we are facing them head on, mindful of the fact that we are also in an electioneering period, they will find money to at least put a plaster on the problem. This band-aid will not last for the rest of the period that's required. And we would, I promise you, we will come back January, we'll come back February to have a bigger conversation about the energy sector and the crisis that we are faced with in that particular sector. In the next few weeks, as Ghanaians start complaining about power crisis, we will no longer be calling Dubik to fix the problem. We will be calling on other people to intervene and bring in solutions. Government, fearing that elections in the next few months, will find an interim solution. Again, that interim solution will compound more debt on our hands. As to whether or not we can fix them, we'll come back New Year to have a conversation on it.
I am naturally against privatization of what is supposed to be natural monopoly.
Yeah.
That's power, natural monopoly. But this is it. ECG has over the period shown that it cannot be in charge of distribution and collection of its revenue. It's obvious. At this point in time, we need to have that conversation. But while we are having that conversation also, we need to bring back the PDS and audit the collections too. We need to audit those collections. That shouldn't end there. It will be important. So, this is the cash waterfall mechanism. So, ECG is supposed to collect and pay into a system where everybody
will take their share.
Now, how much does ECG collect? Is there a way of monitoring, determining
every peso
that ECG collected? Now, ECG's operational expense or administrative expenditure and everything, how is that factored in the collection? Do they take these and go and make payments and say, this is how much we collected minus our operational expenses? There are a lot of questions that we must answer when it comes to all of these things. Because this is the question. So, this is the issue. So, ECG over the period has bought new meters. How has that impacted their revenues?
The collection.
The collection, for instance. ECG took funds from financial institutions to fund certain projects. At what rate did they take those funds? And how has that even affected their collections? We need to take a step-by-step approach and begin a thorough audit of the power sector.
Again, this family that is oil merchants and bringing in the alternative. Can we get to the bottom of the matter?
So that's one of the big questions on my mind. We all have questions, right? So yes, who is this family? Why does the government of Ghana prefer, through whichever agency, prefer to pay this company associated with this family to bring in crude when we produce natural gas, which is cheaper? That natural gas that we are producing, where is it going? Is it true that there is another private company involved in supplying energy to the mining sector that is buying that gas cheaper than Ghana Gas would have bought it? Is it true? So we are losing on both ends. We are spending where we shouldn't spend, and we are earning less than we should earn. Right? Is that what is happening? We owe West Africa Gas Pipeline, the company that is responsible for transmitting the thing from the west to the rest of the country. We owe them. We don't want to pay. So instead, we are bringing in crude through a company associated with somebody's family. Whose family? We all have questions. Answers will come. In the meantime, in partnership with Adansi Travels and the Multimedia Group, CalBank is proud to announce the 2024 CalBank Trade Summit aimed at empowering businesses and opening doors to international trade opportunities in Turkey and Dubai from October 25th to the 5th of November. Now, over the course of 2 weeks, patrons will have the chance to explore new products, forge partnerships, and gain invaluable insights into the trade dynamics of Turkey and Dubai. This summit represents a unique opportunity for businesses looking to expand their horizons and tap into these lucrative markets. Please call any of these numbers for details: 0270 302245, 0261 513534, 0266 074379, or 0261 513435. CalBank, forward together.
So the National Christian Men's Forum, a grouping of men's fellowships in Christian churches, invites all men's fellowships in Accra to a one-day prayer session dubbed Men at Prayer. Men at Prayer.
Yes, Men at Prayer.
Porchester has a dubbed.
As on Saturday, the 28th of September 2024, venue All Saints Anglican Church, Adabraka, and that's behind the Holy Spirit Cathedral, close to Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Time 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Also invited a member of men's fellowships in worker organizations, including the Armed Forces, Parliamentary Christian Fellowship, Fire Service, Police Service, and Immigration Service. The National Christian Men's Forum is an initiative of the Full Gospel Business Men's Fellowship and is in fulfillment of its mandate to, 1, bring about greater unity in the body of Christ, and 2, help believers to be baptized in the Holy Spirit and to grow spiritually. Come, let's pray. Raymond, would you be there?
Yes, I shall be there. As a man who is into prayer, it makes sense to do so. Now, of course, all men who pray should be there too. Now, did you know that all the 41 LPG companies, and this is different from the gas that we can buy at the other end, that's different, and the 800 stations across the country are 100% built and operated by indigenous Ghanaians. Today, when you refill your cylinder with the LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana, you support the growth of indigenous businesses and create more jobs. As we speak, they have created 10,000 jobs in that sector alone. But that's not the only reason for you to choose the LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana. The LPG distribution system they offer gives you unbeatable value, allowing you to buy any amount of the product in whichever quantities you need, making it incredibly pocket friendly. And as Amefa told you in that advert, if you risk Okru network cutting, you can actually buy 2030 to continue your fertility.
Fertility.
Yes. Whichever amount, so that the network does not have a problem. Worried about being cheated? With the LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana, you can watch feely as that cylinder is being filled. In fact, you can check before and after to see the differences in the weight, to see whether or not you are getting the right amount. Plus, their weighing scales are there for that exact purpose. So double checking is easier. That's trust and transparency guaranteed. Today, if you're a taxi driver, you need to switch to LPG for your car. It's more environmentally friendly, helping protect the precious ecosystem. And we all know about the green economy. So you can go green with the LPG and make a difference. Remember, when the last tree dies, the last man dies. Refill your LPG cylinder at your nearest gas station and help save our forest and our environment, and also the $400 million US dollars that are being invested in that particular sector. Let's protect Ghana for this generation and the next one. LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana is your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy, eco-friendly choice.
Okay, well, the government of Ghana, in collaboration with the UNESCO, will host the 2024 Global Conference of the International Day for Universal Access to Information, right here in Accra. A 2-day conference, which is themed Mainstreaming Access to Information and Participation in the Public Sector, will take place at Alisa Hotel, Northridge, from the 1st until the 2nd of October 2024. So, information is power, let it flow. Participate, make your voice grow. Universal access for everyone's sake. You can follow the discussion on the Facebook pages of the Ministry of Information, UNESCO, and the RTI Commission.
So the Ministry of Education through the National Teaching Council presents the Ghana Teacher Prize 2024 under the theme Valuing Teacher Voices Towards a New Social Contract for Education. And the most outstanding teacher will be awarded with a 3-bedroom house. Not a bad thing at all, Raymond.
Where?
The best teacher. I'm sure he would decide. He or she would decide.
So you can choose counterparts?
Yes, if there's land, why not?
There's land. It depends on what you're going to do for the land.
First and second
we
runner.
can remove some of this building and give you the land.
Okay. First and second runners will go with a 4x4 pickup and a saloon car, respectively. The best teacher in leadership and administration and best non-teaching staff would also get a saloon car. And the best college of education tutor gets a 4x4 pickup. Juicy cash prizes for all level categories, full scholarship for further study, a 2-day symposium on the 3rd and 4th of October 2024 at Sunset Hotel Kumasi at 9:30 a.m. Guest of honor Dr. Mahmoud Dubamia, Vice President, at a Grand Deba on Saturday 5th October 2024 at 10 a.m. at the Great Hall KNUST Kumasi. Guest of honor Nanado Danko Akufado. Sponsors GetFund, GES Occupational Pension Scheme, Glyco Pension, Prudential Bank, SIC Life Data Bank, TTEL, Invest Corp, Petra Trust, InnoLink, UNESCO, UNICEF, ABE Ventures, Ghana Chamber of Mines, IC Giving, Sabri Education, NAT, Nagrad, CCT, and Tewu. Media partner is a multimedia group. My teacher, my future.
And the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry presents the most anticipated business event of the year. This is what's called the fourth Chamber Business Awards 2024. It is happening tomorrow, Friday, September 27th at 6 p.m. at the Accra International Conference Center. And honoring this all-important event, a special guest of honor is His Majesty King Takite Kochu II, Gamanche. This year's theme is adaptability and innovation in a green economy through collaboration. They are celebrating Ghana's best businesses and exceptional business leaders. It's an excellent opportunity to network with top business leaders, investors, and key decision makers from various sectors across Ghana. Build strategic partnerships and expand your network. Remember, the dress code for the evening is formal or traditional attire. Kojo. Now, tickets are available now. VIP tickets for 1,000 Ghana cedis. GNCCI. If you're a member of GNCCI, you have to pay 500 Ghana cedi. But if you're a non-member, it's 700 Ghana cedi. Yeah, if you want VIP, it's 1,000. Or book a corporate table for 15,000 Ghana cedis. To purchase your tickets, dial *227 *5030. For more details, call 0249 755 457 or 020-271-3340 or 050-126-0136. Now you should not miss this 4th Chamber Business Awards 2024, which is a night of celebration, recognition, and incredible networking opportunities.
All right. Well, listen, stay with us because we've got big conversations coming up on the show. If you want to know about the 4th Chamber Business Awards, well, the Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry will be here on the show. Their CEO, Mark Biduabuaje, will tell us all about the upcoming awards. Stay tuned for that and more.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castnet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
National Health Insurance.
Great good news. The National Health Insurance Scheme NHIS has waived the waiting period for all members aged 70 years and above. All 70 years and above are also exempted from paying a premium. Enrollments and renewal are absolutely free on the NHIS. Members who are 70 years and above can automatically access healthcare when they newly register with the NHIS or renew their membership annually. You are no longer required to serve the 1 month waiting period for late renewals. Dad, mom, grandpa, and grandma, let your old age be filled with good health and access instant healthcare at zero cost on the NHIS today. Download the My NHIS mobile app to register with your Ghana card or visit the nearest NHIS office. Terms and conditions apply. For details, contact the NHIS call center on 054 444 6447 or 0302 746 447. NHIS, your access to quality healthcare. This message is brought to you by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Looking for the best in trendy and fashionable clothes? Your surest destination is Achimota Retail Center, where you find King's Bazaar, Mr. Price, LC Wakiki, Gambel Clothing, ABA Outlet, and Pacific Fashion. We always have amazing deals and unbelievable discounts to offer. And your vibes in
Hey, Eradi, where are all these high bills coming from? Now, where they made it here?
In these times of high electricity tariffs, Build-Freeze solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-Freeze cool your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. The amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. Build-Freeze come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sale servicing for a year. Please call us for purchases on 053 1100 915 053 1100 915. Build-Freeze, superior cooling with lower energy.
Hey, Bosu, long time.
Yeah. Hey, go na se mu ye ni omo. Na before na land no mu bi wa.
Oh, Gospel XP. Tregu Gold Station bebre mu Bosu.
Oh, fantastic. Super XP.
Quality. Super. Go Super XP. Bosu, we be feel.
I like that.
Goil Super XP, quality fuel that brings you choice and takes you further. Ideal for most vehicles and fortified with special additives to help your engine perform better and consume less. It's available in many Goil stations nationwide. Goil Super XP, woo feel ya, ha? Woo be feel. Goil, good energy. Yeah,
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning.
Morning show on Joy 99.7 FM, and we told you that the CEO of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mark Biduabaji, was going to join us to tell us more about the 4th Chamber Business Awards. Mark, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston, and thanks for having me.
I believe you're fine this morning.
I'm doing well.
Great.
In spite of the struggles for businesses, you are still hanging on.
Oh, we're happy that you're still hanging in. Yeah. But we'll continue the fight so that the situation will change.
God is in control.
Most definitely. But so for those who may not be familiar, can you please tell us, what the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is all about and its role in supporting businesses across Ghana?
Well, so the Chamber is a business association, so you have to be a business before you can join the Chamber. So when you register with the Research General Department, irrespective of your size, your location, you can still be a member of the Chamber. And our role basically is to promote and protect the industrial and commercial interests. In promotion, we create a platform for businesses to sell their products. We organize trade fairs and trade missions, both inbound and outbound. So if businesses want to exhibit their product outside the country, the Chamber will bring them together. And we've been to several said countries, and we also organize trade fairs in Ghana here. In terms of promotion, we also do a lot of advocacy as well. I mean, you've seen us talking about a number of issues that affect businesses and the private sector. It may be difficult for an individual to challenge some of these policies from government. So as a chamber, we're set up to be the voice of the private sector. So we look at the issue anytime any policy is coming up and look at its impact on businesses. So we've been able to engage key stakeholders like the Ministry of Finance, the Bank of Ghana, even the government as a whole, on how we can create the right business environment for businesses to thrive. We also believe in capacity building. It's not enough saying that you're an entrepreneur. It's not enough setting up a business. You can only survive into the future when you have the right skills and the capability, both soft and hard skills, to be able to manage your businesses. So we train businesses in financial management. We train them in corporate governance. In fact, a lot of businesses have collapsed because of lack of proper corporate governance. So we have taken it upon ourselves to build their capacity. Some don't even have simple financial system to manage their financial activities. So some we have been able to build a very simple software that they can use to even look at their inventory, to look at their revenue, their expenditure, to be able to properly develop their businesses. In fact, we receive regularly requests by investors outside this country looking for people to partner. And only when you are a member of the chamber that you'll be able to vouch for your credibility, for which reason we'll refer you to some of these individuals that are looking for partners. And through that, a number of businesses in Ghana have been able to get investment opportunities. Some are now suppliers for key products outside the country. So basically, we are here for businesses. We are here both for small and then also for large businesses. Sometimes people think that the Chamber of Commerce is for bigger businesses, but about 90% of our members are SMEs. And we are here to promote and protect and ensure that these SMEs also grow from their smaller size into such a point that they can also expand and also employ and contribute to the socio-economic development of this country.
Great. So tell us about the significance of the Chamber Business Awards and why this year's edition is so special.
Well, so the Chamber Business Awards started in 2016, and the main focus to acknowledge and recognize businesses who are excelling in terms of leadership, sustainability, and also profitability. So in 2016 and then 2017, in fact, in 2019, there was the last one that we did. That was the third one. And then 2020, because of the COVID, the devastating impact of COVID on businesses. So we didn't want to actually put a lot of pressure on them. So we started to hold on until such a time that businesses will recover. And we have observed, in recent times that the businesses are gradually recovering. And those who have been able to survive through this difficult moment, it is important that we acknowledge them. It is important that we look at the work that they have done and also award them for one for survival and one for their contribution to the economy. This year, if you look at the theme, it's adaptability and innovation, a green economy through collaboration. We have taken it upon ourselves to promote green and circular economy and also sustainable economy. We believe that the earth that we are on now is not only for us, it's for generation yet unborn. So whatever business you are doing, irrespective of the area that you find yourself or the sector, being a manufacturing, agric, mining, or whatever, you should look at the negative impact of your activity on the economy. So in creating your money, in creating value, in creating economic for yourself, you don't have to also jeopardize the ability of future generation to be also able to create economic value for themselves and also to survive. So, I mean, if you look at the conversation around Galamsey, if all of us should, promote green economy, if all of us should say that whatever you are doing, look into the future, make your profit, but don't end there. Look at how you are also preparing the future for them to also to benefit. So we are looking at how businesses are sustainable and ethical business practices that will ensure that the future generation will also have something to feed on. Because if our forefathers had destroyed this earth that we have through Galamsey or other unethical businesses, they will not be here. So that is why we have actually adopted this theme, and it's a theme that we are actually running as part of our advocacy for the whole year. In fact, the economies that are doing well now is because they have moved from only measuring business performance with financial performance, looking at your profitability, but they are looking at how sustainable your business is.
So, talking about these awards, I just want us to look at something, because we know that your awards are renowned for their credibility and transparency. Can you tell us briefly about the selection process and the institutions involved in evaluating the nominees?
Well, we have a very robust and credible selection process. In fact, the first step is for the business themselves to either nominate or any other person can nominate them. And we have a strong technical selection team, which is made up of about 15 institutions, both public and also private. The idea is that you are able to go through the process and the selection criteria so that at the end of it, we can all vouch for your credibility. So we have institutions like the Ministry of Trade. We have institutions like the Environmental Protection Agency. They are in because of the theme, because we are looking at sustainability. And if your activities are impacting negatively on the earth or on the environment, then the EPA will be able to also say that for this business that is vying for this award, you don't have to give it to the business because of ABCD. We also have the GRA in there because as a chamber, we promote tax compliance. So everybody who is going to win an award should ensure that you comply with your taxes, you pay your taxes. We also have the Chartered Institute of Marketing, we also have Institute of Accountancy. They are there because you also ask for your financial performance. So they will check whether what you are providing to your audited account meet international standard. We don't want a situation where businesses will just go and cook some figures for us. The rep from the Chartered Institute of Accounting will now see and confirm. We have Ghana Export Promotion Authority also with us. We have Ghana Investment Promotion Center also with us. So these institutions will now sit down and look at the various criteria. We have thought leadership in there. We have how sustainable your business is. We have the number of people that you have employed and whether you comply with the labor law. So we have somebody from the Labor Commission in there that whatever figure you provide, whatever information, will be able to verify. So we do all these things to ensure that before you receive an award tomorrow, 6 p.m. at Accra International Conference Center, then we can, as a chamber, say that you deserve, you've earned an award, you've gone through the mill, and as such, you merit the award that will be given to you.
So you've told us the date is tomorrow?
Yes.
6 p.m.?
6 p.m. Accra International Conference
Center. How do we get tickets?
Yes, so for tickets, I'm going to put some numbers out there that those who are interested. In fact, we have limited number around. So if you need a ticket, then quickly you have to pick these numbers and then ensure that you get the ticket. So you can call 0249 755 457 0249 755 457 or 020 271 3340 020 271 3340 or 050 126 0136 050 126 0136. You can also dial star 227 hash 5030 star 227 star 5030 hash. I repeat it, star 227 star 5030 hash. And then our team will attend to you. You can also go to our website, www.ghanachamber.org, and then you can get access to the ticket. You have to be there because we're expecting close to 500 businesses, individuals from the diplomatic corps. We are expecting international bodies. So it's also a great platform for networking. For Chamber, we believe in networking, and every business that will progress into the future, you need to have a very strong networking session. So this award also creates a platform for networking as well.
So finally, for that person who's undecided, wants to come, doesn't want to come, what would you say to that person?
You don't have to miss this opportunity. I think we left something out. Let me quickly chip that one in. Is the guest of honor for this event is the Gamanche, His Majesty King Taki Tekochu II. In fact, the first one we did, we had the President of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as our guest of honor. The second one, the topic was on digitalization. And in Ghana, if you talk about digitalization, you can't do any program without inviting the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So he was our guest of honor. The third one, we wanted to see how we can use chieftaincy to promote businesses and private sector in the other part of the country. So the guest of honor was the Chairman of the Council of State, the Chief of the Driving Traditional Area. This one, based on the topic, usually we choose the guest of honor based on the topic. Okay. And we know how His Majesty King Taki Tekochu cherishes adaptability, innovation, and also green economy. We know what he's doing. So it's just right that he is the guest of honor for this occasion. There will be an opportunity also for interaction for those who will be available. This award is unique, this year's own, because our sponsors, I'll go to that, the GCB and the Access Bank. We have had an agreement with them that if anybody should win an award and they have a bankable project, the GCB and Access Bank will be ready to support such an individual. So okay. GCB and it will be there. Also, those who would want to meet the key stakeholders of GCB will be there so they can talk to them. Let me quickly also look at some of our finally our sponsors, because they've been very helpful to us and we cannot be here and not mention their name. I've mentioned GCB and also Olam Agri. They've also supported us, MPA, Access Bank, Petrosol, your own Petrosol, B Foster, Koforidia, and then Casa Preco, and then Cleman Ghana Limited. So these are our key sponsors. So please don't miss this opportunity. We have to move the economy forward. And the way out of this is to ensure that we move to green, sustainable, and circular economy.
Thank you very much, Mark Bedouabajo, who is CEO of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The awards tomorrow at the Accra International Conference Center, 6 p.m. sharp. You know where to be. You definitely have to be there. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these.
Are you ready to get way more chances to win with Betway? Every single day, you have the key to unlock 5 free spins on Mega Money Wheel, where you stand to win a massive 1 million Ghana cedis jackpot. All you need to do is to log in and take your spin. Exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway. Get way more.
The Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry presents the most anticipated business event of the year, the 4th Chamber Business Awards 2024.
Mark your calendars for Friday, September 27, 2024 at 6 p.m. prompt at the Accra International Conference Center. We are honored to have His Majesty King Taki Tekochu II as our special guest of honor.
This year's theme is Adaptability and Innovation in the Green Economy through Collaboration. We are celebrating Ghana's best businesses and exceptional business leaders.
Tickets are available now. VIP tickets for 1,000 Ghana cedis, GNCCI members for 500 Ghana cedis, non-members for 700 Ghana cedis, or book a corporate table for 15,000 Ghana cedis.
For more details and ticket purchases, call 050-126-0136. Don't miss the 4th Chamber Business Award 2024, a night of celebration and networking.
Access to information is a fundamental human right. Globally, there are over 44,000 radio stations, with more than 25,000 television stations, a total of 100,000 newspaper and 200,000 online portals. We have 500,000 digital media outlets and 5.03 billion internet users, not to talk about mobile phone subscriptions. Yet, millions of people are left behind and denied the knowledge to navigate the information ecosystem. Information is a huge resource for power. Be part of the celebration of the International Day for Universal Access to Information, IDUI, to help promote transparency, accountability, and inclusive governance. Join us at Alisa Hotel in Accra, Ghana from 1st October to 2nd October 2024. Information for all, everywhere, access for everyone.
Oktoberfest is here again. Ghana's premier 5-star hotel and your CIMG Hospitality Facility of the Year, Labadi Beach Hotel, brings you another exciting edition of the biggest beer festival in the world, Oktoberfest 2024. Performer live in Ghana is the Bayern Boys Band from Germany. Catch all the fun with German traditional food and beer at Adesa Pavilion, Labadi Beach Hotel on the 4th and 5th of October 2024. For enquiries and reservations, please call 0249-532-866 or 0244-747-670. Proudly supported by Brussels Airlines, Joy FM, and TV3. Oktoberfest Beer Festival. Come, let's party!
Create wonderful memories with the entire family and capture those special moments when you visit Photo Store and Achimota Recreational Arcade inside Achimota Retail Center. We always have amazing deals and unbelievable discounts to offer. And your vibes and cool.
You can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
Has the exchange rate not exposed Dr. Baumia and the NPP? At the end of December 2016, the cedi to dollar exchange rate was 4 Ghana cedis to $1. Today, it's about 16 Ghana cedis to $1. This is more than 4 times the amount of cedis one needed to buy $1 in 2016. Today, as a result of the free fall of the cedi, many businesses have lost significant amount of their working capital, with many collapsing in the process. Did they not say yeti sikaso? Yeti sikaso. Omenyo hiamai enam amemua enkoyeti. Ghanaians are worse off as prices continue to soar on a daily basis. Putting food on the table has become a daily struggle. The hardship is real. It's time for change. Vote for change. Vote for John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
The next group of people that we are about to target is illegal connections. It is going to be the biggest thing that we are going to do now. First things first, before we meter all the distribution transformers, ECG is putting together teams that after this exercise. So let's just take it that I'm giving everybody a head start. Anybody who knows or who believes his meter or her meter has been tampered with, or there's a bypass, note that the utility court is being set up. You are going to be charged with stealing. You are not going to be charged with bypass. Stealing is an imprisonment.
Manchester City are the Premier League champions again.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Media freedoms must not be taken for granted. They have to be constantly justified, constantly reaffirmed, and constantly strengthened. We need the media badly in a growing democracy. there must be the trade of ideas when it comes to the politics. And the attacks on journalists certainly must stop. As a lawyer who defends journalists who have been assaulted, I can say that the circumstance is worrying and it has to stop. Defend media freedoms. I am Samson Ladi Anyenini.
Auntie Essie and her replica. Long time. How may I help you?
Auntie Amma, our course has gained admission to the university, but the money to pay for her fees is my headache now. Where am I going to get 2,500 cedis in this Ghana? Where?
Essie, stop that. You don't have to stress about the fees. Say, keep your cloth. John Mahama and the NDC say when they come to power, all first-year students in all public universities, technical universities, college of education and nursing training will pay no academic fees. The first year is free.
Hey! This is the best news I've heard this year. Wow!
Essie, that is not all. Listen! JDM says continuing students can apply and access a student loan plus, which is higher than the normal student loan, to support the payment of their fees. So when a course goes to second year, she will have access to the student loan plus to continue her education.
Wow! God bless you, JDM.
What is so heartwarming? It's a free tertiary education for our brothers and sisters who are physically challenged.
JDM, God bless the stomach that gave birth to you.
Vote for change. Vote for John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
All right. Hey, is that cool? Hey, you've grown into a big boy, oh.
Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loans so kaka, investment kaka, at the Momo app.
Shit. How do you think I get the small coins from my bugger pack?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo at 15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
This is another Tolio for my one. Make I tell you waiting happen for a bullet. Body's big party inside my bullet. I went there with my best friend Kule. Kule there with his girlfriend.
Avid listener of the Super Morning Show. He's a friend of our show, and he celebrates his birthday today. He's 51 years old. Happy birthday to Nana Harding.
Yes, and talking about Nana Harding, okay, I'll tell you something shortly because I think the wife sent a very long romantic message. It says, yes, please wish my sweet one, Nana Harding, a glorious birthday for me. We wish him a blessed year filled with love, peace, and good health, joy, and all the good things the year has. We love you, Nana. From Nana Benyin, Ira, Sika, and your life partner, Yvonne. Let me just add this. Happy birthday to Mrs. Ruth Clara Affle, also known as Mrs. Stengo of Zenith Bank, Tema Industrial Area. Welcome to the 4th floor. May the Lord guide you on this floor and bless you. We love you. From your husband, Emmanuel Affle Stengo, your children, and all your friends at Carbank. Happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Mrs. Beverly Nade Asante Yeboah of GCB. God bless you with good health, long life, and prosperity. From your opponent, Nana Yawa Asante Yeboah, and the family. And finally, a big one that says, blessed birthday birthday to the affable senior lawyer Shadrach Ahin of Corporate Legal Concepts. May God continue to grant you wisdom and knowledge to lead the firm to greater heights. We're privileged to learn at your legal and fatherly feet from the staff of Corporate Legal Concepts. To you.
Have we done the Danami Jatwat's birthday?
No.
Now, 13-year-olds of Rochester Girls Grammar School wishing a happy birthday from Mom Anissa to Rashid, Lucy, and Ben. And I need to put this on record. Dr. Osafo and Mrs. Osafo would like to sponsor 10 kids from the Heritage School. This is located at Major in Adanta Municipality. Yeah. This is in connection with MGL Safari Valley Eco Initiative. Of course, the primary division. Dr. and Mrs. Osafo, may the Almighty bless and protect you consistently.
That's wonderful.
You are indeed Christians.
Now, this is a greeting. I don't know if it's a birthday wish. It comes from Dr. Isaac Kofi Yankson of Edna Bantuma, and he wants to wish Nana Iguafu and the Iguafu Queen his warmest greetings. There you go. All right.
I'm talking about wishing kings. I'm sending shout-outs to Osabe Makwesiata the second. Yes.
Dr. Kwisata the second. Yes. We wish him a wonderful, wonderful morning.
Osabe Makwesiata the second.
That's right. Anyway, so of course we are back tomorrow with more on the Super Morning Show. We want you to stay tuned always, and of course, from everyone on the team, we wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Mrs. Adansi has headlines in a few minutes, but until then, Obete, is everything.